96.9 WKLO. Our coverage proudly brought to you by Davis Crushed Stone, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Denny's Carpet, First Harrison Bank, Ivy Tech of Sellersburg, Morgan's Auto Salvage, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, Prosser Career Education Center, Rita's Tacos. Get ready for the excitement, the rivalries, and the hometown pride. It's Real Country 96.9 WKLO, your home for local sports.
The opening week of the boys' high school basketball season concludes with a home opener. An annually tough team is in Harrison County for this matchup tonight. Welcome to our high school boys basketball broadcast here on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online at WKLO969.com. We're also on the WKLO 96.9 YouTube channel. And on your Alexa, just say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. We welcome you to our Davis Crushed Stone pregame show. We hope you're having a good Saturday. Alongside our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. Come on in for this gathering of family, friends, and fans. We got some precipitation falling in parts of the area, but it's nice and dry in here tonight. The Heritage Hills Patriots, coming off a 13-9 campaign last season, are here after a drive all the way from Santa Claus to take on the North Harrison Cougars with a 1-0 record to start the season here at the Cougar Den on the campus of North Harrison High School here in the town of Ramsey. Heritage Hills, despite the football team winning a state championship at the 3A level last year, got off to a really good start, began the season 4-0 last season, even with the delayed beginning, but they finished the season falling in 3 of their final 5 games. The Patriots graduated 5 seniors who had played varsity basketball for at least 3 or some even 4 years in the program, including Hunter Meredith, their talented point guard who got a football scholarship to play at Hanover College, and also Colton Hope, who was a really good shooter and defender for the Patriot team last season. But even with those losses and Trent Sisley a couple of years ago, the Patriots still have a very talented roster that they bring into tonight's matchup. And it includes 2 veterans who have been playing at least in some capacity since their freshman year. The returning leading scorer from last season, Peyton Gray, the 6'1 senior, averaging 10.7 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 3 assists a game last year for Heritage Hills. And Jake Pryor, the 6'6 senior on the wing, who averaged just a little less than Gray, 10.6 points per game to go with 4 rebounds per game, and also 2.2 steals per contest, or assists rather, per game for the Patriots as well. But they weren't the only guys who contributed in the scoring last season. Tate Wetzel was actually the 3rd double-figure scorer for Heritage Hills. The 6'6 junior has had a big summer from all reports. He averaged 10 points and a team-high 6.7 rebounds a year ago. He is the new head coach's son for this Heritage Hills team as well. And another contributor who expects to get more of a expanded role this year, and Gunnar Lubehusen, the 6'2 junior point guard, who's been playing a little bit since his freshman year and certainly saw more time last year, coming off a year where he averaged 1.7 points per game. He is the son of the JV coach at Heritage Hills, and Adam Lubehusen, who just beat North Harrison 66-51 to start off tonight's contest. Heritage Hills does have a new head coach steering the ship here with the Patriots, and that being Josh Wetzel, who was the JV coach over the past few years. He's been a varsity assistant in some capacity over the past 22 seasons. And as you'll hear in the pregame interview, he's been a part of the Heritage Hills program in a coaching capacity. This is his 25th season, having also been involved with the 8th grade program as well. The 1997 Heritage Hills graduate now gets the chance to lead the program and a talented team with 4 guys coming off of a semi-state season in Class 4A on the football field, including 5'10 junior guard Aiden Fisher, 5'11 senior guard or forward Carter Payne, along with Peyton Gray, and also Micah Toller as well, the 6'3 junior out on the perimeter for the Patriots. Heritage Hills getting their season started tonight here at North Harrison. The Cougars started their season on the right foot on Tuesday night with a 79-53 win over county rival South Central. The Cougars have now won 12 of their last 13 season openers, and they return a team that includes 8 seniors on the roster this season. North Harrison's returning leading scorer is Logan Hune, the 5'10 senior, averaged 11 points per game last season for the Cougars. Didn't shoot the ball all that well throughout the year as far as his shooting from the floor is concerned, but Logan was one of the leaders in the Mid-Southern Conference at free throw percentage, making 46 out of 53 for 87%. Other notable players returning this year, the point guard, the 5'11 senior Caden Hain, as well as Dawson Sen, a 6-foot senior at forward. Both guys averaged around 7 points per game. Caden averaged 2.5 assists per game, and Sen averaged just under 3 rebounds per game for the Cougars. Bryce Vessel looks to be a contributor, the 5'11 senior this season for North Harrison. Talon Lewis was splitting time between JV and varsity last year. He'll be on the varsity squad this year. Rylan Shank, another senior who's also returning this year in the post. Garrett Tucker will be a full-time varsity player as a sophomore at 6 foot and a forward. And Corey Burson at 6'4 and a junior. He had an impact on the game Tuesday night in their win at South Central. The Cougars are looking to turn things around after winning 6 games last year, after winning 2 games the year prior, and they'll have a test on their hands tonight with Heritage Hills. Had the chance to talk to both head coaches before tonight's home opener. I talked with Heritage Hills head coach Josh Wetzel about leading his alma mater, the New Albany scrimmage, and his thoughts on the Cougars. I talked with North Harrison head coach Ross Schultz about the win at South Central, the returning experience, and the scouting report on the Patriots. You'll be able to hear from the coaches after the commercial breaks. Hear from the Cougar Den and Ramsey. This is the Davis Crushstone pregame show, located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your Crushstone lime and aggregate needs, call Davis Crushstone at 812-347-2707. You're listening to North Harrison Cougars basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Prosser Career Education Center has been busy this summer with exciting campus upgrades. Join us for our open house Thursday, December 11th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. at 4202 Charlestown Road in New Albany. Take a self-guided tour of our state-of-the-art facility, meet industry-experienced instructors, and explore 31 high-wage, hands-on programs. Call 812-542-8508 or visit your school counselor today.
We keep moving along. You're on 96.9 WKLO. It's our Davis Crushstone pregame show, the home opener for North Harrison tonight as they get ready to welcome in the Heritage Hills Patriots. It is the opener tonight for the Patriots, and with us now is head coach Josh Wetzel as he breaks his team in tonight. We'll get to the matchup with the Cougars here momentarily. But Coach Wetzel, for our listeners who may be hearing about you for the first time, what is your background in coaching and in basketball?
Well, I've been at Heritage Hills for the last 25 years. It's my 25th year of coaching, a couple years at the 8th grade level, 22 years at the JV level, and really excited to get this year started at the varsity level.
Well, of course, you've been on the bench here over the past few years when the program has done really well from a wins point of view and whatnot with Coach Hawkins. So what's it been like getting that experience of being around these guys and seeing them grow and develop over their careers?
Well, I think it's just been it's a good opportunity to learn from Coach Hawkins, and also was able to coach under Coach Sisley and Coach Ethelbarger in the past. Picked up a lot of things from them in order to develop these younger guys and seeing what they've done to develop over the last couple of years. Take some of the stuff I've learned from those other coaches and try to put it all together in a new program of my own.
Well, of course, last year, I know at times it was a little up and down, but you had a really good senior class, and you bring back a good amount of experience this year. So who do you look to as leaders on this year's team?
Well, you've always got to lean on your seniors for leadership, and we've got Peyton Gray and Jake Pryor that have been solid players for the last 4 years for us. We added a senior this year, Carter Payne. Hoping he brings some leadership to the program as well. We've got a couple of juniors that have played quite a few minutes over the past year or two. Gunnar Libahusen and Tate Wetzel. I'm hoping that they can bring the leadership side of that this year and moving on into next year as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, of course, you had the summer to work with these guys, but of course you shared some of these guys with the football program as well. So what was it like getting used to these guys and coaching them over the summer?
The summer was a struggle a little bit, getting a lot of guys into the gym. We've got so many good athletes that play so many different sports between baseball, football, and some of the other sports. So our numbers were limited, but it gave us the opportunity to focus on those small numbers and really use those guys to be leaders moving into this season. Football team had great success again this year, like they have in the past. So we're just now getting some of those football guys in, and those guys that were with us in the spring and in the summer and this fall, hoping that they can lead those football guys into kind of understanding the new system as a whole.
Yeah, and of course, with having the success in football, as you kind of alluded to, it does delay the basketball season getting started as far as a full practice and all that. But you guys did have a scrimmage against New Albany, so what were some of the takeaways you had from that experience?
Well, with the football team just getting beat the night before, they were unavailable for that scrimmage. So we played a tough New Albany team and basically played 5 guys the entire time. They competed like crazy. I thought at times we were really good on the defensive end. Offensively, we put up some points. We've still got to work on taking care of the ball and not turning it over quite as much. But New Albany's a team that's going to do that to you. They're long. They put a lot of pressure on you, and it's a tough matchup, but it's also a good matchup to see where you're at moving into the season.
Right. Well, and obviously with having guys that are out, football guys who have experience with you on the basketball court, get some younger guys out there as well. So if nothing else, Coach, I guess it's good to get those guys some experience in that kind of situation.
Yes, definitely. We've got a good crew coming up that'll do a great job of taking the role of what these seniors do for us this year. And it gave some of those guys the opportunity to really get in there and mix some things up and try some new things and see what it's like at the varsity level.
And I know style of play, you guys have traditionally played fast in the past and been able to play a very solid man-to-man defense. So do you think the style of play is going to be similar to what you've done in recent years?
Yes, we'll primarily stick to the man-to-man defense. Hopefully, on both ends of the court, we can help speed other teams up a little bit and put a little bit more pressure on the ball. Offensively, we have played a little bit more up-tempo, and I'm hoping to increase the level of that even some this year.
No doubt. Well, of course, tonight you get started with North Harrison here on the road. And so as you look at this matchup tonight with the Cougars, Coach, what stands out to you about the Cougars?
Well, I had an opportunity to watch them in South Central the other night. They're a big, strong, physical team, work extremely hard. I know just like any team this year, this time of year, you're getting through those first game jitters. But I thought they had a solid start to their season on Tuesday, and really looking forward to tonight's matchup.
Yeah, and of course, Coach, they have a lot of guys kind of like you in some ways that have had a lot of experience at the varsity level. So a lot of experience out there, guys who have been able to take the floor in some of the big games throughout their careers.
Yeah, definitely. They've got a lot of seniors on their roster. They're seasoned guys that have seen it all, been through all aspects of a varsity season, and just that leadership that they bring to the table for North Harrison is going to be something what we're going to have to handle tonight.
Well, of course, too, we want to be healthy to start your season as well. So as far as the Patriots go, everybody available, ready to go tonight?
Yes. We've been pretty much injury-free all fall. Of course, some of those football guys are a little banged up, but it hasn't really bothered them coming into this week. But everybody's healthy and ready to go tonight.
Sounds good. Coach Wetzel, thank you so much for taking the time for the talk. Congratulations on being the head coach at your alma mater at Heritage Hills. And you and your team have a good game here tonight on the road at North Harrison.
Thank you. Appreciate you supporting the Patriots, and looking forward to tonight's matchup.
Yeah, should be fun. Coach Wetzel joining us here in our Davis Crutchstone pregame show. Stay tuned. We've got the interview with Coach Schultz coming up after the break. You're listening to North Harrison Cougars basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
We continue along with our Davis Crushstone pregame show here on 96.9 WKLO. It's the home opener for the North Harrison Cougars tonight as they get set to take on the Heritage Hills Patriots. And joining us now is head coach Ross Schultz of the Cougars. The Cougars getting ready for this matchup coming off the win Tuesday night. We'll get to the matchup with the Patriots here momentarily. But Ross, going back to end of last season, 2-21 to 6-16, a lot of growth last year from the team, much more competitive overall last season. And of course it ended with Charlestown in the sectional, but you caught the Pirates on a night where they seemed like they were playing their A game too.
Oh yeah, they were a talented, tough team for sure. We played them really tough here, and I think in the end that worked against us because we woke them up and they were prepared for us there at the end.
Well, and then you guys got into the off season, and as mentioned, you guys showed a lot of growth last year and maturity. So how did that carry over for you guys when you went into the summer season there?
Yeah, I think about midway through last season, we turned the corner and really started focusing on what we needed to do and won more games and became more competitive, like you said, for sure. And we carried that over the summer and just kept it going, had a nice summer, stayed busy, played 20-plus games, won a bunch of them. So that was just a good way to hopefully bring it over into the season here.
Well, and what also helped, too, is you brought back a lot of experience. Of course, you lose David Langdon, who brought you a lot of athleticism and great leadership on this team, but having a lot of guys back certainly doesn't hurt you guys going into this year either.
No, it helps a lot. We've got a core that we threw into the fire 2 years ago as sophomores, and here they are as seniors. They've grown up a lot. We've had to order new jerseys because they bulked up so much for a lot of them, so that's a good problem to have. But, yeah, it's great to have that experience.
Well, and you have a large senior class, too, which really at North Harrison is kind of unusual to have this many seniors on a team. But the good thing, Ross, is that a lot of these guys have played in a lot of situations, and they've seen a lot of high-quality basketball throughout their time here.
Yeah, I was talking to them about that the other day. There's really not much we're going to see that we haven't seen between the Scottsburg teams, the Brownstown teams that we went through. So, yeah, they've seen it all different styles. So, that's a blessing. We went through it. It was tough, but now we're on the other side of it.
And you also are able to incorporate some younger guys. You were able to do that some last year, too. So, overall, with the younger group that are more your sophomores and juniors, what have you seen from them with their development?
Yeah, Talon Lewis has been real good for us. Handling the ball and scoring, and he's a great defender. Of course, Corey Burson came out the other night and just manhandled South Central. He did a great job, double-double. So that was awesome to see him really put into fruition what we know he can do. And then Garrett Tucker had a nice summer with us. He kept talking preseason. How much we're going to play, JV? You're done, JV, Garrett. You're up with us. And he came out, played well the other night, rebounded really well. So we just want to get more of that out of him.
Well, and obviously, Ross, you have a lot of guys who know what their roles are, and they've been able to expand within those roles. But you also have some guys who are in new roles this year as well coming up, some of them playing kind of in between JV and varsity, now full-time varsity this year.
Yeah, pretty much those three I mentioned for sure. Corey was a heavy JV last year just because, like you said, we had David, and there wasn't a whole lot of room to get him in, but now he's a key part for us. So, yeah, it's a big adjustment for him, but so far he's doing well with it. Same thing with Garrett. Talon, we used him quite a bit last year, but his growth, he just continues to move forward for us.
And, of course, with the seniors, too, not only do they bring leadership as well, but you mentioned they've gotten a lot stronger. A lot of those guys played football in the offseason as well, so they were able to kind of bulk up, and it seemed like they were able to gain some confidence from a different competitive point of view as well.
Yeah, I know. Coach Fessel got them out to play football, and that was great. None of them ended up getting hurt, so it was all good. He bulked them up, and they learned, to be more physical. There shouldn't be a whole lot of teams that push us around with that group now, so that's good.
Well, and you guys, of course, have now had a scrimmage at Rock Creek Academy in your first game with South Central. So what's stood out to you about the way the team has looked so far through those competitive instances so far?
Yeah, we started a little slow at Rock Creek, but throw that out, we've looked really good. The best part about South Central is we shared the ball really well. Of course, it was an up and down game, which is fine. We like it that way, but still, you got to share the ball to make it work, and we did a real good job of that.
And overall, you guys, of course, put up a lot of points. You were able to get a lot going, and it seemed like it was pretty consistent throughout. So did it seem like you guys played pretty steady basketball throughout the 4 quarters on the road?
I think so, yeah. We had a couple dips here or there, but for the most part, we stayed up like we need to do and had good intensity on defense. And we spread the scoring. Corey, Logan, Talon, even Bryce had a good number of double figures. So that's what we need.
And of course, when you play fast, you know this from having these guys the last couple of years, you obviously want to try to keep the turnovers as under control as possible. So how did you think the team handled that in the opener?
That was one of the things we can do better at, but, it wasn't bad. Caden had 5 turnovers, but guess what? He had 10 assists, so he's got that 2-to-1 ratio, which we'll take. But, yeah, I don't remember the final number, but we need to limit those for sure a little bit.
Well, tonight, obviously, you step up in competition with a Heritage Hills team that's got some experience coming in. So, looking at this Patriot team, Ross, what stands out to you about what they bring to the table tonight?
Well, they're tall, athletic, long, and, that's been the case with them last few years. So, yeah, they bring a lot of talent, a lot of athleticism. It'll be a tough challenge. We assume they're going to do like they usually do, a full court, tough press, but we've been working on it. Hopefully our experience will help us with that.
Morgan's Auto Salvage has been serving the community for many years and have been in the car business since 1984. Morgan's Auto Salvage has late model car, truck, and now carrying semi-truck parts. Can't find a part? With Nationwide Locator, you can find any part you need for your car, truck, or semi. Located on North State Road 37 in Paoli, Indiana. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out their Facebook page at Morgan's Auto Salvage. For questions, call 812-723-2121. Let Morgan's Auto Salvage experience go to work for you.
Well, we might be able to finish the last part of Ross Schultz's interview there when we get to halftime, but we got to get to the starting lineup right now, and we will start with the visiting Heritage Hills Patriots here tonight. They will start 3 guards and 2 forwards here on the road in their season opener. The Patriots were 13-9 last season. They averaged 59 points and gave up 51 per game. They'll start Gunnar Lubahusen in the backcourt, a 6'2 junior who was averaging 1.7 points a game last year. With him in the backcourt, Peyton Gray, the 6'1 senior, 10.7 points, 4.6 rebounds. The third guard will be Jake Pryor, 6'6 and a senior, 10.6 points and 4 rebounds a game last year. In the front court, Trey Tyree, a 6'2 junior, and Tate Wetzel, a 6'6 junior, 10 points and 6.7 rebounds last season for the Patriots. Their head coach, Josh Wetzel's in his first season leading the program, the 1997 Heritage Hills graduate, 22 seasons as an assistant for the varsity Patriots, also JV coach as well. For the Cougars tonight, they'll go with Caden Hain in the backcourt, 5'11 senior, 7 points per game last season. Logan Hune, 5'10 and a senior, 11 points per game. The third guard, Talon Lewis, 6'1 and a junior, 2.8 points per game. The forwards, Dawson Sen, 6' senior, averaged 7.2 points last season, and Bryce Vessel, who averaged 4.4 points a game last year. The 5'11 senior rounds out the lineup for the Cougars. They're 1-0 coming in, averaged 47 points, gave up 61.8 a year ago. Ross Schultz is in his third year at North Harrison. Their record 9-37 over that time. Heritage Hills wins the tip. They are going away from us here from the east balcony here at the Cougar Den tonight. The Cougars will be coming toward us. The Patriots are in the road navy blue uniforms, red letters and numbers, and a little roll action to Tate Wetzel under the basket. Got too far under, gets it out to the right corner and out to Gunnar Lubahusen, who has it on the right wing. Lubahusen gives it up to the cutter. The layup won't go for the Patriots. That's Trey Tyree. Got his own rebound. Kicked it back out to Wetzel. Straight away to Lubahusen. Then to Tyree, who buries a 3 from the right corner. Trey Tyree getting the Patriots on the board to start things off tonight. Heritage Hills out to the early lead. Patriots have the red letters and numbers trimmed in white. Heritage arced above the jersey on the number on the front of the jersey. And a turnover as Sen drives it to the right block. He lost it out of bounds with the defender Tyree getting in his way. The Patriots also have the red and white stripes around the collar and the shoulders, the red, white, and red stripes on the bottom of the shorts with the oval HH logo on the bottom of the shorts on the left side, and then the oval HH logo on the back of the jersey above the number. Heritage Hills works it around on their offensive end as Wetzel has it in the mid-range, kicks it out to Pryor, he drives in with the runner and puts that in over the front of the rim. Jake Pryor's got his first two. It's 5-0. North Harrison wearing the new uniforms. Hayne brings it up the floor, gets between two defenders, and draws contact as he takes it to the top of the key. The foul will be the first of the night on the Patriots. And the foul will be on Gunnar Lubehusen. That'll be his first, team's first. The Cougars in the home white uniforms, blue letters and numbers, North in block letters over the number, Harrison below the number on the front of the jersey, blue field around the back of the jersey, Cougars in blue above the number. Also have the blue stripe with gray trim going down the side of the uniform, the block NH on the left side of the shorts. A turnover as Fessel tried to give it to Sen at the free throw line. Drive the other way for Lubehusen, and a little bit of contact. Ball got tied up, and he's called for the travel. So the turnover right back for Gunnar Lubehusen and the Heritage Hills Patriots, who lead 5-0 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. 6:12 left in the opening quarter. It'll be Hayne across midcourt, passes it off to Talon Lewis on the right wing, up top to Hune. Now over to Caden Hayne on the left side, down low to Lewis. Nice cut, gets the layup around, and a late foul to go along with it. He landed on the floor with the contact coming from Jake Pryor of Heritage Hills. Pryor, who has been playing varsity in some capacity since his freshman year. That'll be his first, and that'll be the team's second here in the early going with 5:58 to go. The Cougars finally on the board here early, and the free throw is good for Lewis. Talon was 18 of 26 last season on free throws for 69%. He trims the lead back to 5-3 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Lubehusen up the floor to Gray in the right corner, dribbles baseline into the double team, backs it out to Lubehusen. His three rims off right to left. Underneath, there's Wetzel, puts it back up. Shot might have been partially blocked. He got his own rebound, saves it out to the left wing to Pryor. He'll take it into the paint. Nice drop off for Wetzel. He made the head fake really well, except for the feet moving there below him as Bryce Fessel was coming over to defend. And the turnover for Heritage Hills as they lead 5-3, 5:34 left here in the opening quarter. On the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, it's Caden Hayne across midcourt. He'll bounce it to Lewis on the right wing. Talon looking up top. Nothing there with Hune, as he takes it all the way to the left perimeter. Lewis gives it up to Bryce Fessel between the circles. Bryce looking, trying to survey. Drives by Wetzel, backs up, fires a three from the top, rolls off the front left side rim. Lubehusen comes down with the rebound for Heritage Hills. Gets it ahead. Pryor takes it down to the paint, right block out to Lubehusen on the right perimeter. Then back into the corner to Pryor again. Back out to Lubehusen at the volleyball spike line. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Lubehusen takes it in front of the Cougar bench, right in front of Ross Schultz, who's kneeling down there up top to Pryor. Three on the way, knocks it in. Jake Pryor, a 33% three-point shooter last year. He's got 5, and the Patriots are up 8-3 with 4:39 left here in the opening quarter. Hayne in the front court to Lewis on the right perimeter. Lewis looking inside, nothing available. Heritage Hills playing that man-to-man defense they're accustomed to. Lewis takes it to the free throw line. His defender goes down, gives it to Sen right in front. Sen falls down, gets it out to Hune, top of the key on the shovel. Now back over to the left side to Lewis. Hand off to Fessel. That was Hayne. Got it down low to Bryce, and he lays it in on the right side of the basket. Rolled off the back rim and fell in. That's 2 for Bryce early on, and then a miscommunication, a rare one between Pryor and Gray, the seniors. Pryor thought Gray was going to pop back out to the corner there, but the turnover goes to the Cougars. Sen driving it, gets it down low to Fessel, throws a fake, throws another one, tries to go around Wetzel, can't. Shot partially blocked, and Tate Wetzel is able to get the rebound for the Patriots. Up ahead now, Pryor driving it into the paint, out to Gray right at the top of the key three, and he knocks it down. Peyton Gray, only 29% last year from three, but he's capable of knocking them down. 11-5 as we're down to 3:40 here in the opening quarter. Lewis to Sen, left wing, front court. Sen, Dawson takes it to the free throw line, kicks it out to Hune in the right corner. Logan takes it up to the right arc. He'll take it to the free throw line, back out to the corner for a Bryce Fessel three. Long on that one from the left corner. Rebound tipped around multiple times, and Pryor is the one who emerges from the pile at the free throw line with it. Gives it up ahead to Lubehusen. And as he gets it down to Wetzel before that, a foul is going to be whistled here on the Cougars. with 3:20 to go in the first quarter. This will be the first on North Harrison tonight, and that'll be on Logan Hune. That'll be the first on the senior guard, and that'll be the team's first as well. Dawson Sen is out. Rylan Shank checks in. Corey Burson also in for the first time. Corey is 6'4" junior. Rylan is 6'3" senior. Rylan averaged 4.7 points a year ago. Burson in 15 games scored 4 points for the varsity. Down low, Lubyhusen gets the layup off the left side of the rim. It went down. 13-5, 3:10 and counting on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here in the opening quarter. Lewis also stays out there along with Hune. And now Garrett Tucker is also on the floor. Garrett's a 6-foot sophomore. 3-point shot. Lewis airballs it. Rebound going out of bounds. And Peyton Gray stopped Rylan Shank from saving it on the left baseline as the Patriots will get it back up by 8 with less than 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Up ahead with it is Pryor, gives it to Lubyhusen, splashes a 3 from the right wing, and Ross Schultz has seen enough. He's got to call timeout for the Cougars. 2:47 to go here in the first quarter. 16-5, North Harrison trailing Heritage Hills. You're listening to North Harrison Cougars basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Real country, pure country. 96.9 WKLO, Hardensburg, Corydon, Paoli.
2:47 left in the first quarter, and North Harrison in a world of hurt right now against the Heritage Hills Patriots. The Patriots have scored 8 unanswered to take a 16-5 lead on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Lewis has it out top, dribbles to the right, gives it up to Burson on the right volleyball spike line. He'll take it to the left side now, hands it off to Rylan Shank. The senior, left wing, pops it to the top of the key to Logan Hune. He'll take it down to the left elbow, goes up, forces up a difficult shot, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around. Shank comes down with it under the basket. Rylan muscles up a tough shot through his defender and lays it in off the glass. It took the friendly roll off the rim. Shank's got his first 2 at 16-7. Heritage Hills looks like they are sticking to their original starters at this juncture. Here's a pass that gets deflected, and it is Tyree, who tries to find Pryor from the right corner to the right wing, got deflected into the Cougar bench, and it will stay with Heritage Hills. Meanwhile, Talon Lewis and Logan Hune check out. Caden Hain back in there along with Dawson Sen for North Harrison. Lubyhusen gets it. High post to Gray, then to Wetzel at the free throw line. Wetzel tries to throw it down to the corner to Tyree. Got it knocked away, saved it into Lubyhusen, throws a deflected pass that actually hits the rim. It will actually be a turnover. That's not a shot attempt there officially. Then a low pass, another turnover. Tucker throwing it low for Burson in the front court, deflected off him. And there's Gray spinning right to left in the lane and laying it up and in. 18-7, a minute and a half to go here in the opening quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Heritage Hills up by double figures. Here's Hain with it in the front court, right elbow. Gives it out to Tucker, 3, right wing. Garrett rings it up for the tray. Got his first points of the night. Lead is down to 8, 18-10. Now the tally on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard coming down to the last minute of the first quarter. Tyree gets open for a right corner 3. Pryor finding him off the back of the rim, no good. Sen got the rebound, got knocked to the floor. There was contact everywhere. And a foul finally is going to be called here on the Heritage Hills Patriots. With 1:01 to go in the quarter, Heritage Hills goes to the bench. Gray and Tyree go to the bench for the first time. Gray picks up his first, team's third. Substitutions as Micah Toller checks in. 6'3" junior guard, 15 games at 13 points and 10 rebounds last season, along with Tyson Engelbrecht, the 5'10" sophomore at guard. A drive, Hain gets it knocked away from him. Tate Wetzel brings it back the other way and tomahawks it right side of the rim for his first 2. All 5 starters have now scored for Heritage Hills. Going the other way, Tucker, going a little too fast, going down the right side of the lane, and the charge drawn as Micah Toller, one of those football players who made it to semi-state, taking that foul as the turnover also goes to Tucker. That'll be the first on Garrett tonight, and that'll be the team's second. Heritage Hills in control of it. Luba-Husen into the front court to Pryor on the left side. Back to Luba-Husen to Pryor. High post to Wetzel. Free throw line jumper, and he gets that one to softly roll in over the front of the rim. Pryor to Wetzel for the two. 22-10. 20 seconds and counting here in this opening quarter. Cougars will try to go for the last shot here. Hain gives it up to Burson. 3 left wing. Bury that one for the lefty. Corey Burson's got his first points of the night. The lead down to 9. Here's Pryor up ahead to Luba-Husen. Baseline to Toller. Drives it. Throws up the shot. Can't get it. Tip in for Wetzel. Right with 1 second left of the quarter to close out the opening stanza here from the Cougar Den. At the end of one, it is Heritage Hills in front, 24-13 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to coverage of North Harrison Cougars basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
At First Harrison, the Banking Butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. If you need to borrow money for a home loan, car loan, even loans for boats, RVs, you name it, First Harrison Bank will get you competitive rates with fast, local decisions. Apply online at firstharrison.com. The Banking Butler. It's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Well, a really nice start for a team that hasn't played an official game yet. Heritage Hills out 24-13 on North Harrison, with all 5 starters having scored here on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. Thank you for listening tonight. Here on 96.9 WKLO, online, WKLO969.com, on YouTube, WKLO 96.9, as well as on your Alexa. Sen, right baseline, under the basket, kicks it out to Tucker. Left corner 3 won't go. Rebound tipped around, and Jake Pryor is the one who comes away with it for the Patriots. Drives it right side out to the corner. Micah Toller for 3. Rims around, falls off the front, and the rebound comes down to Caden Hain. Caden up ahead to Sen, drives left side, forces up the shot, can't get it to go off the glass. Rebound, Tate Wetzel. He'll run it back the other way. Takes it into the lane, got knocked around a little bit going into the paint. And Tate Wetzel drawing the contact here with 7:21 to go here in the opening half of play, second quarter specifically. Foul will be on Garrett Tucker of North Harrison. The sophomore quickly picks up his second, and that'll be the team's first here in the second quarter.
Heritage Hills defense is just really good right now. They're not letting Harrison get more than one shot, and they clear the boards and go the other way.
A deflection off the inbound pass. It'll stay with Heritage Hills as it goes into the North Harrison bench. And Heritage Hills, obviously, a lot of people know them for their offense, but they have always been a good defensive team in all the years we've covered them.
This man-to-man they're playing is really hard for North Harrison to deal with right now.
That length is also bothersome, too. Prior to Luba-Husen in the right corner, he can't get that 3 to go. Tucker tips the rebound out of bounds. Toller was contesting on the left block for the rebound, but it'll stay with the Heritage Hills Patriots, who shot really well in that first quarter. They were 10 out of 15 in the opening quarter. Here's a turnover. Sen gets a steal, throws it ahead to Hain, drives it into the paint, kicks it out to Ryland Shank. He'll line up a jumper right elbow. It rims in and out. Rebound Toller with it on the left block for the Patriots. Gets it up the floor quickly. Luba-Husen into the right elbow. Down low to Toller inside, right side. Can't get that shot to go. Rebound tipped. And Garrett Tucker comes up with it in the paint. Ball kind of grazed off the side of the backboard there. A turnover up ahead. Burson not able to get the basketball. Now it's Pryor with it up ahead into the front court to Luba-Husen right wing. Drives in, throws up a floater, draws the contact, the foul to go with it for Gunnar Luba-Husen, who just got his 7th point of the contest. And the foul on North Harrison, who now trail by 13, is going to be the 3rd on Garrett Tucker. He absolutely has to come out now. And that foul, 3rd on Garrett. Ryland Shank is also out of the contest. Talon Lewis is back in, along with Bryce Fessel. Caden Hain, Dawson Sen, and Corey Burson are the rest of the 5. Lubehusen knocks down the free throw. He was 8 of 14 last year, last season, I should say, 57%. And then a foul in the backcourt, kind of a blocking foul that they called there on the Patriots as Fessel was trying to run it up the left side. That's now 2 fouls on Jake Pryor. That's the first on the Patriots here in the second quarter. 27-13, Heritage Hills, 6:15 clock rolling second quarter. Cougars getting tested early. Lewis trapped near half court, right side, gives it to Hain, takes it to the wing, kicks it over to Fessel, right wing, or left wing 3, that is. That caroms off the back rim. Rebound tipped around. Pryor had it, got it knocked away, but then got it right back again. Cougars are 0 for 4 shooting here to start the second quarter. The Patriots are 1 out of 4. Pryor has it into the front court, takes it right to left, gives it off to the corner, wide open. Lubehusen, that 3 spun around the rim, fell out right side to Fessel. Back the other way come the Cougars. Here comes Sen, left side, driving down under the basket. And his foot slid out from under him there as he was driving around, trying to get it to Lewis on the right block. That slip caused a travel, so it'll be a turnover back to the Patriots again. Logan Hune will check in for Corey Burson. Dawson Sen will stay out there along with Lewis, Fessel, and Hain as well. 5.5 minutes to go here in the second. 27-13, Patriots in front. Lubehusen to Pryor to the left wing, and then Pryor got it knocked loose and stolen. Sen able to pick his pocket, gets it to Hain, who brings it up the left side into the front court. Hain driving all the way inside, throws up a difficult shot, can't get it to go. Wetzel fights off to get the rebound, and then throws a pass into the front court that Engelbrecht picks up. Engelbrecht backs it out to half court, throws it into the lane. Ball stolen. Bryce Fessel, like he intercepted a pass on the football field. Right in the paint, gives it to Sen. He'll run it to Hain. Caden runs it ahead, kicks it out to Hune on the left wing. Couldn't catch it cleanly, has to dribble now, and then gives it up into the corner left side to Lewis. He gets it knocked loose, recovers. Talon circles around right side, gives it off to Bryce. Bryce finds a lane wide open, lays it up and in right over the front of the rim. Bryce has his 4th point. One of the few times the Patriot defense has given up a high percentage shot. 27-15 Heritage Hills, 4:37 left here in the second quarter. Lubehusen controls it in the forecourt for the Patriots now. Right sideline, takes it to the top of the key, stumbles, bumbles, and a blocking foul is going to be whistled here on Caden Hain of North Harrison, who impeded Lubehusen's progress there. That'll be the first on Caden tonight. That'll be the team's 3rd here in the second quarter. And now Heritage Hills will inbound. It goes to Wetzel in the short corner right side, gave it to a cutting Toller on the right block, and he turned around, drew some contact there. Dawson Sen is going to be tagged with this foul. That's the first on Dawson tonight, and that'll be the team's 4th of the quarter, so 2 shots coming because Toller was in the act of shooting. He has not yet scored in this contest, but he's gotten close. First free throw on the way. He hits it off the back of the rim. One more shot momentarily for Micah Toller. Jake Pryor checks out. Peyton Gray, his classmate, will replace him in the lineup. It'll be Lubehusen, Gray, and Engelbrecht in the backcourt. The front court will be made up between Toller and Tate Wetzel. Second free throw off the front of the rim. Fessel steps in front of Toller to get the rebound and feels the pressure coming up the floor. Gives it to Hune in the right corner, or left corner, to Hain. Skips it left side down to the right corner. There's Lewis for the layup. Blocking foul and 1 coming up as Tyson Engelbrecht stepped in to take the block there at the very end. He was trying to draw the charge, but the sophomore instead will pick up his first personal foul. That's now 2 on Heritage Hills here in the second quarter with 4:15 to go. Lewis for the old-fashioned three-point play. Second time tonight he's had that opportunity. Free throw up, and Talon buries that, trims the lead back to 9 at 27-18. The Cougars have scored the last 5 points on Heritage Hills. Patriots also made 4 out of 5 from behind the arc in that first quarter. They have cooled off a bit here in the second. Engelbrecht has it up top, drives it inside the lane, right elbow, out to Lubehusen left corner, up to Wetzel on the wing, kicks it back out to Gray between the circles. Peyton Gray dribbles to the left, kicks it out right side. There's a shot and an air ball for Toller. Missed everything. Fessel gets the rebound. Bryce racing up the floor quickly and finally gets slowed down to give it to Hain on the right wing. Caden trying to direct traffic out there. Goes down low. Nice cut by Sen. He lays it up right side. Nice pass from the right wing from Hain. Dawson's got his first 2 of the night. The lead is now down to 7 at 27-20.
A lot better patience on offense and seeing some things happen now.
Lubehusen takes it left side, mid-range, 15 feet away, over to Toller on the right wing, up top to Gray. Looked like he had a step, but Sen walls him off. Gray kicks it over right wing to Toller, over to Gray. His fadeaway three misses off the right side of the rim from the right wing. Lewis has it. He races it up the floor quickly, takes it inside, shot blocked, rebound, tipped around, and Lubehusen is able to come away with it. Lubehusen runs it up the floor now, left side to Gray. Mid-range, fakes, nice little step-through move, missed the layup under the rim. Rebound comes down to Hain. He'll run it back the other way now. Up to Hune on the right wing, or left wing, that is. To Hain, cutting left side, throws up the circus shot, got it to go, and the foul will be called on the Heritage Hills defense. Tate Wetzel's going to be called for the personal this time, as this game has turned into a track meet all of a sudden. That'll be the first on Tate Wetzel, team's third of the quarter. Sen will check out for the Cougars. Back in for him is Corey Burson. 2:45 to go second quarter. This was a 14-point game a few minutes ago. Now it's down to 5.
They've turned it on. That's a good thing right now. They needed to.
Kane got that underhanded circus shot to go down. He makes the free throw. Caden was only 59% at the stripe last year. It's down to a 4-point advantage, 27-23. The Patriots have allowed a 10-0 run on the Cougars. Here's Gray driving it into the lane around Burson. Nice strong move, and he lays it up and in off the left side glass. That's a veteran going to work right there.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It feels like he was a freshman just last year. He's been around a while, has Peyton Gray. With it on the left side of the forecourt is Bryce Fessel for the Cougars. He'll go over right side, hand it off to Hain below the timeline to Hune, who gets open left wing. He lines up the three. Yeah, how about Logan getting on the board for the first time tonight? He rings up the three, 29-26, under 2 minutes to go until halftime. Here's Lubehusen controlling front court, drives it to the left block, gets it underneath to Wetzel. Double team comes. Wetzel able to get the shot up as he falls to the floor. It was not even close, but he did draw the foul on North Harrison. And it's going to be on Bryce Fessel. He'll be called for his first. That's 5 in the quarter. The Patriots now in the double bonus on free throws for the remainder of the second quarter with 1:49 left. Wetzel's first free throw rolls around the top of the rim and falls in. He really, about the one thing he didn't do well last year was shoot free throws. He was only 51%, 39-77. Second free throw on the way. That looked good, though. Looks like he's been working on that in the offseason. First 2 points of the quarter for Wetzel. He's got 8. The lead is back to 5 at 31-26, Heritage Hills. The Patriots sub Micah Toller out of the contest, and in for him is Trey Tyree, 6'2 junior, who's back in there. He's got 3 points already. The Patriots go full court press. Here's a pass from Hain to Fessel. Bryce drives it ahead, right side. Layup rolls around the rim, and it falls through. That's 6 for Fessel, 4 in the quarter, 31-28 Heritage Hills. Here's Lubehusen controlling it in the front court, throws it over to the right side to Fryer, kicks it to Gray on the right wing now. Gray, that is, dribbling right side, pulls up, mid-range jumper, 15 feet right side, can't get it to go. Tyree got the rebound. He got stripped, but they're going to say Bryce Fessel got him on the wrist somehow, some way. And that'll send the Patriots to the line, more specifically Trey Tyree. The second foul now on Bryce. He and Garrett Tucker, the only ones who have foul trouble for the Cougars. That'll be 2 shots for Tyree. The lead has been reduced all the way to 3. First free throw on the way, missed it off the front of the rim. Tyree did not play varsity last year. He would have been a JV player, but I think he joined the team this season, one of the 2 guys who did. Fessel out with those 2 fouls. Dawson Sen returns to action. He'll be out there with Burson, Lewis, Hain, and Hune. The Patriots have Lubehusen, Wetzel, Tyree, Fryer, and Gray out there. Second free throw right down the hatch for Trey Tyree. He's got his 4th point. Lead is 4 at 32-28 Heritage Hills. 1:20 and counting second quarter. First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Lewis to the left side of the front court. Gives it off right side to Burson on the perimeter. Burson takes it to the half-court circle. Stops. Trying to get it behind. He gets the ball knocked loose, but there was some contact with the wrist. And Jake Pryor will be the one whistled for the foul, and that's bad news for the Patriots because that's 3 now on Pryor, and that's the team's 4th of the quarter. Substitution here. Micah Toller, who just came out, going to come right back in, replacing Pryor, who joins Garrett Tucker for North Harrison with those 3 fouls.
North Harrison doing a lot better job offensively. They're being a lot more patient. They're getting good cuts. And they're also rebounding well now.
Improving that. Sen driving it left side. He got it blocked right back in his face, and as he did, he stepped out of bounds. He was kind of already rolling that way, so he gets the shot blocked, and the Patriots will get it back. Dawson just got a little too – the eyes got a little too big, I guess, is the right way to say it there. He thought he had something, but the Patriots shut it down pretty quick once he got there. Lubyhusen with it at half court, drives it to the free throw stripe, kicks it to Toller left side, right side to Wetzel, to the wing now Gray. 36 seconds left in the quarter. Lubyhusen gets it back, goes back to Gray on the right arc. Gray, one-on-one with Lewis, drives by him, gets inside, layup. Yep, all right off the glass and rolls in. Peyton Gray's got 9. 34-28, made that look easy. Here comes Hain with the front court. He gives it up. Man, that was an easy call there. Micah Toller flashing back to the gridiron just last weekend, actually. Talon.
Like he needed a saddle. He was riding him all the way up the middle of the court.
Foul on Toller's his first. That's now 5 on the Patriots. Double bonus for the last 18.4 seconds. Lewis was cutting from the left corner to the wing, and Toller was sandwiched all over him there. Lewis has 6 points already, make it 7. Talon is 3 out of 3 on free throws. His first 2 came on 3-point play chances that he converted. The lead is back to 5 now at 34-29. Toller getting a little bit of a coaching lesson there from Coach Wetzel on the sideline. Second free throw is down the hatch for Talon. He's got 8. 34-30 now. Inbound comes to Gunnar Lubyhusen. And he will walk it across midcourt, right across the blue block NH at midcourt. Looks for Gray right side, gives it up to him. Gray, one-on-one with Sen, 4 seconds on the clock. Gray looking into the corner, lobs it to Wetzel, fires up a 3, airballs it, rebound, put back up, but Tyree couldn't get it to go at the horn on the offensive rebound to close out the first half of play. It was looking bleak for the Cougars. They were down by as many as 14 in the first half, but they've been able to narrow it down to a much more manageable margin here at halftime, here inside the Cougar Den on opening night for the home slate for this North Harrison team. Coming up at halftime, we'll have first half stats and analysis. We'll take a look at maybe some other games that are happening around the area tonight as well. And we'll have the scoring summary as well as the additional statistics. And if we have time, we'll try to preview our next broadcast coming up on Tuesday with the North Harrison girls. All of that coming up at halftime. It's Heritage Hills 34, North Harrison 30. At halftime here from the Cougar Den in Ramsey. You're listening to North Harrison Cougars basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat low-fill insulation system makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat insulation system by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Gordon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Gordon, where community and flavor come together.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Halftime is here inside the Cougar Den here on the campus of North Harrison High School. The first time we've been here to see the boys this season, and frankly, it's the first time the boys have actually played here in the Cougar Den for the 2025-2026 season. Had their scrimmage on the road at Rock Creek Academy a couple of weeks ago, and then on Tuesday night opened the season on the other side of Harrison County down in Elizabeth, where they encountered the South Central Rebels and went on to win that game 79-53 over the South Central Rebels to start the season 1-0. Won now 12 of their last 13 season openers have the Cougars, but they're trying to follow that up by getting to 2-0 for the first time in 4 seasons. Didn't look good there for a little while. It was an 11-point margin at the end of the first quarter. Heritage Hills pushed the lead to 27-13 at one point. There have been no ties, no lead changes, but North Harrison has gotten within 3 in the first half. They're currently down 34-30 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here at halftime inside the Cougar Den in Ramsey, along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. Glad to have you with us tonight here on 96.9 WKLO. You can find us streaming online at WKLO969.com. And you can also find us on our YouTube channel as well, WKLO 96.9, as well as on your Alexa device. Just say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. So the Cougars able to narrow the gap here at halftime. They have put themselves right back in position here in this game against a very talented Heritage Hills team, a tall, long, and physical team as well. In the starting 5, you have 6'6" with Jake Pryor and Tate Wetzel, both. Trey Tyree, 6'2", Peyton Gray, 6'1", and Gunnar Lubehusen listed at 6'2", and then Micah Toller at 6'3", coming off of the bench. The only one not at 6 feet tall in the rotation has been Tyson Engelbrecht for this Heritage Hills team. Let's take a look at the first half scoring and shooting for the Patriots. Very balanced effort so far. All 5 starters have scored. It's Peyton Gray leading the way in the scoring so far. He made a 3 and a 2 there in the first quarter. Followed that up with a couple of nice drives to the basket in the second quarter. Gray has 9 points. He leads all scorers here at halftime. Gunnar Lubehusen and Tate Wetzel are right behind with 8 points apiece for the Patriots. Lubehusen had 5 on a 2 and a 3 there in the first quarter, scored a 3-point play there in the second quarter, so Lubehusen has 8. Wetzel scored a 2 earlier in the first quarter. Then toward the end of the quarter, he put up a couple more baskets on the inside, including a tomahawk dunk on a breakaway. Wetzel then made 2 free throws in the second quarter. He's got 8 points here at halftime. Jake Pryor with a 2 and a 3 there in the first quarter. He's tallied 5. And then Trey Tyree making a 3 there in the first quarter, going 1 of 2 in the second quarter from the free throw line. He has 4 points so far for Heritage Hills. Micah Toller and Tyson Engelbrecht have both played but have not scored. The Patriots were lights out in the first quarter, 10 out of 15 shooting, but they cooled way down, much like the weather outside. 3 out of 13 from the floor in the second quarter. They're 13 of 28 shooting, 46% in the first half. They were 4 out of 5 from behind the arc in the first quarter, 0 for 5 in the second quarter, 4 out of 10 from long distance, 40%, and they were 4 out of 7 at the free throw line in the first half. All those came in the second quarter, 4 out of 7, 57%. On the North Harrison side, 8 different Cougars have scored. Everybody who's played has scored so far. Talon Lewis leading the way so far with 8 points. He got a 3-point play in the first, did it again in the second quarter, and then made 2 free throws late in the first half to get him to that total of 8 points. Bryce Fessel, 2 points in the first quarter, got 2 more baskets for 4 in the second quarter, so Bryce has 6 here in the first half. Then 4 players all have 3 points apiece. Corey Burson and Garrett Tucker both nailed 3s in that first quarter. Burson and Tucker each have 3 points so far. Meantime, Logan Hune burying a tray there in the second quarter. He's got 3, and Caden Hain, a 3-point play on a very difficult shot going down the left side. He converted the free throw. Caden has 3 points at halftime. Dawson Sen with a 2 in the second quarter. Rylan Shank making a jumper in the first quarter. Sen and Shank each have 2 points for North Harrison. The Cougars were 4 of 8 shooting in the first quarter, 6 of 13 in the second quarter, 10 out of 21 in the first half, 47%. 3-point shooting, 2 of 5 in the first quarter, 1 out of 3 in the second quarter, 3 out of 8 from behind the arc so far. And the Cougars are 5 out of 5 at the free throw line. 24-13 at the end of the first quarter. In the second, the Cougars roared to a 17-10 advantage. Starting out, or at one point, had scored 10 unanswered points to get themselves back into it as they Joseph Hinton over there, the Corridon coach. So the Cougars, though, reeling it back into 34-30 here at halftime of the first. Harrison banking Butler's scoreboard. He's here scouting tonight. He's scouting North Harrison, but might as well get a little early scout on Heritage Hills in case you see them in the Ferry Spencer Classic. Rebounding advantage to Heritage Hills so far, 15-10 over the Cougars. Tate Wetzel leads the way with 6 in the first half. Jake Pryor and Trey Tyree each have garnered 3 rebounds. Gunnar Lubehusen has 2, and Micah Toller has 1. The Patriots have 6 offensive rebounds among their 15 total. Tyree has 3, and Wetzel has grabbed 3 as well. The Cougars have 10 rebounds in the first half. Bryce Fessel, 3 boards for him. Caden Hain and Dawson Sen have each collected 2. Talon Lewis and Garrett Tucker have 1 rebound apiece, and Rylan Shank has the 1 offensive rebound for the Cougars in the first half. 6 turnovers for Heritage Hills, 8 for North Harrison. The Patriots have dished out 5 assists on 13 made baskets. Jake Pryor has 2 so far in the first half. Lubehusen, Gray, and Wetzel all with 1 assist apiece. And the Cougars have 8 assists on 10 made baskets, or 7 assists on 10 made baskets. Caden Hain has thrown 5 assists so far. Hune and Lewis each have 1 to round it out for the Cougars here in the first half of play. We'll take another break, come back. Third quarter getting ready to start here at the Cougar Den, where the Patriots lead 34-30 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to North Harrison Cougars basketball here on 96.9 WKLO.
This is Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser in New Albany. Right now, we are looking for motivated students to join our precision machining, welding, plumbing, and landscaping programs. These are high-demand careers with great pay. You'll get hands-on training, real-world experience, and a jump start on your future. Visit prossercareers.com or call 812-542-8508 to learn more. Prosser, get skilled, get hired.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
Third quarter getting started here inside the Cougar Den on the campus of North Harrison High School in Ramsey. The home opener for the North Harrison Cougars tonight. 34-30, Heritage Hills leading as we start the second half here inside the Cougar Den tonight. And a good night for this North Harrison team, at least in that second quarter, outscoring Heritage Hills 17-10 and narrowing a 13-point lead all the way down to 4. Girls basketball earlier today, unfortunately, the Lady Cats fell short here at home to Heritage Hills in a matinee. The Lady Patriots won 45-42 over the Lady Cats earlier. Wetzel from the free throw line throws a backdoor cut and a layup for Jake Pryor as the Patriots come our way. That's spun around the rim from the right side. Pryor gets his 7th point of the night, though. Patriots coming toward us, road navy uniforms, red letters and numbers, red and white trim. The Cougars in the home white uniforms, blue letters and numbers with the blue and gray trim. And Caden Hain incidentally getting poked in the eye, it appears, there along the right baseline, so the official stopping play just to make sure that Caden is all right. He says he is. He's just kind of walking it off, trying to make sure he gets that eye restored so he can see again as Caden gets the inbound out of the quick officials timeout. Back to Dawson Sen now on the right wing. The Cougars come back out with their starting 5. Lewis, Hune, Hain, Fessel, and Sen. Caden has it right side, pulls up for an awkward right side jumper, bounces off the left side of the rim, and the rebound to Trey Tyree of Heritage Hills. Back the other way, Cougars going away from us here at the balcony, east side balcony here inside the Cougar Den. Half-court circle, Pryor has it, gives it up to Tyree, left side of the floor. They're just below the half-court stripe. Tyree has it on the wing down to the corner. There's Lubehusen. His 3 is long as it sails over the rim. The rebound underneath, Lewis had it. Trying to contest Pryor for it, but it goes out of bounds off of Talon Lewis, and Heritage Hills will restart from the left baseline. From the H of North, Wetzel gets the lob in the post, turns into a double team, muscles up a difficult shot, can't get it to go. Gray had the rebound, ball gets knocked loose, scramble for it in the top of the lane, right next to the Cougar head there below the free throw line. And the jump ball is called. The possession arrow will end up favoring North Harrison. It was good to see the Cougars getting after the loose basketball there, especially against a team that's got the physical traits. But this North Harrison team, you can tell these guys have been working out with the football team in the offseason. It's showing so far.
They're much stronger than they were last year.
Hain, unfortunately, gets his pocket picked along the right sideline. Lubyhusen drives, draws the blocking foul. Lewis was clearly not set when he was trying to take the contact that time, and the foul on Lewis will be his first. It'll send Gunnar Lubyhusen to the free throw line for 2 shots. He's already made his only free throw attempt of the night so far. Was 8 out of 14 from the stripe last season. And he will step up here for 2 shots. The first of which he eyes, puts up in the air. The junior bricks it off the back of the rim. And one more shot coming here momentarily. Heritage Hills county rival South Spencer lost earlier today to Evansville Central 61-57. Brownsburg defeated Bedford North Lawrence this afternoon 77-52. And the second free throw, Lubyhusen misses it short. Caden Hain flies into the paint to get the rebound from the left side. Drives it ahead left side, a little out of control. He'll pull up for a straightaway jumper. Missed it off the back of the rim. Peyton Gray, rebound left baseline. And the Patriots will attack. Clarksville lost by a point today to Lighthouse Christian, 39-38. Gray driving down the right side, lays it in with the left hand. Draws the foul, and Peyton Gray will go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play. He's got 11 points now on the contest. Peyton will step up for 1 shot. Last year, he was a 74% free throw shooter, 48 of 65. First trip tonight. Second foul now on Talon Lewis. Free throw is down the hatch. That's 2 on the quarter on the fouls for North Harrison. Gray's got 12. The lead is back to 9 at 39-30 as we approach 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. On the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, Lewis almost lost it left wing, gets it out top, now kicks to Sen. His corner 3 left side, rims in and out, and Wetzel right in front of the cylinder, able to haul in the rebound. Out in front now. Here's a 3-corner shot. Tyree can't get it to go. Rebound, Karam's all over the place. Hune finally comes away with it, mid-range right side. Logan will push the tempo, kicks it over to Lewis, right corner 3. That's off the front of the rim. Rebound, Sen had it. Gray knocked it away and retrieves it in the left corner, throws it all the way down the floor, and Hain deflects it before Tate Wetzel could get his mitts on it. It's deflected out of bounds to the left baseline where Heritage Hills will inbound.
Too much of a hurry both ways right now. Getting sloppy. I think get it under control a little more.
A little bit of settling on jump shots in the case of the Cougars right now. The inbound comes to Pryor. He'll pull up for a left side jumper, knocks it down from 16 feet away on the left side. Jake Pryor's got 9. The lead is now to double figures again at 41-30. Up the floor, Hune driving it up the left side, got to half court. Peyton Gray going to be called for a contact foul there.
He had his elbow locked into his elbow.
He kind of looked at the official like, wait, I did what? I did what again? That's the second on Gray. First on the Patriots here in the quarter. Hune trying to work it across midcourt. Gets a screen from Shank. Lines up atop of the key 3. That's off the front iron. Rebound tipped. And it is Pryor who runs it back the other way for the Patriots up the left side. Throws it down low to Wetzel. Nice backdoor cut. Lubyhusen missed the layup, drew the foul. The tip in goes, but there was the foul before that happened. So that'll send Gunnar Lubyhusen to the free throw line for the Patriots. And the foul will be whistled on Talon Lewis. He has all 3 fouls on North Harrison here in the third quarter. Did not have a single one in the first half. Lewis and Garrett Tucker both have 3 now. Lubyhusen's first free throw is up and through the cylinder. Lubyhusen has tallied 9 points tonight. The lead is back to 12 at 42-30. He can tie the biggest lead Heritage Hills has had tonight if he makes this free throw. At 27-13, second free throw is up. It rims halfway down, pops out. Lewis in the lane for the Cougars to grab the rebound. 42-30, Heritage Hills, 4:53 left, third quarter. First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Shank has it left wing, throws it cross court to Hain in the right corner. Had it knocked loose, threw it right in front of Shank. Ryland lost it. Then it gets poked away in the front court from Gray driving into the paint. Sen got a piece of it. Now Talon Lewis runs it the other way. Kicks it out to Hune. Spot up 3 left corner. Off the back rim, too strong. Rebound tipped around And Tyree is able to haul it in underneath for Heritage Hills. Throws it ahead. The teardrop shot. Pryor can't get it to go off the front of the rim in the paint. Rebound down to Shank. Throws it up the right sideline to Hain. And as Caden drives it to the baseline, tried to force up a shot as he draws contact. Foul will be on Gunnar Lubehusen on the block for Heritage Hills. That'll be the second on Lubehusen tonight with 4:17 to go here in the third quarter. Team second of the quarter on the Patriots.
North Harrison has to slow it down and get a better shot selection. They're just going crazy down here, shooting from wherever.
I mean, after the way they played in the second quarter, Caden misses that free throw off the front rim. After the way they played the second quarter, you would like to think there was going to be a continuation there, but they just kind of went back to how they played at times in the first quarter.
Played a lot better in the second quarter, and now they're playing like they did the first quarter, and that's not going to work.
The inconsistency showing up as Shank went to the bench. Second free throw, Caden misses it off the back of the rim, and the rebound, Wetzel gathering it in front of the cylinder for the Patriots. Dawson Sen, Caden Hain, Corey Burson in their first-time second half, along with Garrett Tucker for the Cougars. Logan Hune also makes up part of the five. Meanwhile, Aiden Fisher in for the first time for Heritage Hills, 5'10 junior. Layup, Wetzel misses right side. Tip in, Micah Toller sticks it up and in from the left side of the basket. And the lead is the biggest it's been for the Patriots tonight. It ties the biggest lead, actually, at 14. It was 27-13 at one time. And Tucker might have been knocked across the chops there under the basket. We've got a timeout on the floor with 3:57 to go here in the third quarter. The Patriots call the timeout. They lead 44-30 over North Harrison. On the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, you're listening to North Harrison Cougars basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality Crestone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crestone in DePaul. At Davis Crestone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Crestone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crestone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
At First Harrison, the banking butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. First Harrison is here to make it easy for local business owners with real estate loans, construction loans, SBA loans, lines of credit, treasury management, and merchant services. You will get competitive rates and fast local decisions. The banking butler, it's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
44-30, Heritage Hills with 3:57 to go here in the third quarter. North Harrison inbounding against the full court press. Hain to Sen, drives it to the free throw lane, out to Burson, short corner jumper, and the first basket of the quarter for North Harrison. They went scoreless for the first 4 minutes plus. Lead is down to 12 at 44-32. That's 5 points for Corey Burson tonight. Lubehusen with it in the forecourt for the Patriots, right below us. Over to Pryor, right wing, down to Lubehusen, back to Pryor, takes it to the free throw line, kicks it over to Aiden Fisher, the 5'10 junior. He'll drive it down low, shovels it out left corner to Toller, then out to Pryor, takes it inside, layup for the 6'6 guard, and he'll lay it in. And we have a bench warning, I think. At least I thought that's what was called there. Pryor just got his 11th point of the night. 46-32. And substitution, Trey Tyree checking in, replacing Tate Wetzel for Heritage Hills. Dawson Sen, the inbounder, throws it to Tucker, left sideline, and there's a lot of contact there. The reach-in foul going to be called as Garrett was trying to receive the inbound pass. That'll be a foul on Micah Toller. That's his second. Team's third. One thing about Toller so far, the first two fouls, sure has not hidden what he wants to do, be physical out there. Hune has it on the left wing of the front court, lost it. Lubehusen picks it up on the left block. He'll run it back into the Heritage Hills front court now. Takes it down the left side of the lane. Little step and takes it up and in. Gunnar Lubehusen's got 11. Here come the Cougars again. Hune getting it up ahead. Drives inside. Layup. Got it right into Trey Tyree. Left side of the basket. That's 5 for Hune. Lead back down to 14 after Heritage Hills pushed it out to their largest advantage at 48-32. Here's a loose ball. Pryor losing it on the right wing to the free throw line. Picked up. It is Burson with it over to Sen. Now left side to Hune. Hain driving left baseline, runs right into Aiden Fisher, who took the contact, but the foul will be whistled on Fisher for the block. That'll be the first foul on Aiden Fisher here tonight. That'll be the team's fourth of the quarter with 2:39 to go here in the third, 48-34. Patriots in command right now, having outscored North Harrison 14-4 to start this third period. The inbound will come from the H of North along the left baseline on the opposite side of the court from us. Hain, the inbounder, lobs it to Logan Hune at the volleyball spike line on the right. Down low to Burson in the lane. And Tyree reaching around Burson as he was trying to catch that pass. Trey Tyree will be nailed for his first personal foul of the night. That'll be the team's fifth here in the quarter. 2 shots coming up here for the 6'4" junior for North Harrison, Corey Burson. He was 2 of 4 at the free throw line in varsity play last season. The lefty steps up. He's got 5 points on the night already. First one on the way, buries that. Incidentally, got to talk about one of the Heritage Hills alums, and that, of course, is Trent Sisley, the all-time leading scorer there, playing for IU, playing for the Hoosiers today. Trent had 14 points off the bench as the Hoosiers rolled by Bethune-Cookman at Simon Scott Assembly Hall, 100-56 today. Burson's second free throw rolls in. He's got 7 on the night, 48-36 now. The Heritage Hills lead, 2:24 left here in the third. Fisher has it left sideline on the front court, gives it down to Lubehusen, takes it up to the left wing to Tyree, who drives it inside. There was a tie up there, and the jump ball will keep it with Heritage Hills on the arrow. Nice job there, Dawson Sen getting the hand in there to force that tie up on the Patriots' Trey Tyree. The inbound will come from Pryor, left baseline out to the corner to Toller. Gets it to Lubehusen, back to Pryor. 3, rolls off the front of the rim. Rebound underneath to Tyree. Kicks it out to Fisher now on the right perimeter. He'll lob it out to Lubehusen at the half-court circle left side. Lubehusen drives it toward the short corner on the left, and a lot of contact there. The foul on North Harrison, and I believe this will be on Dawson Sen. No, it'll be on Caden Hain instead with 2 minutes to go in the third. That's 2 on Caden now. It would have been the second foul had it been on Dawson, but it'll be on Caden. That'll be his second, team's fourth. Inbound down low to Tyree, left block. Throws a pass that gets through Pryor's hands. Hune runs the other way with it. Gets it to Tucker. Garrett goes up with a layup. It's blocked. Rebound. Sen had it. Dawson lost it. And now picking it up right baseline is Tyree as Sen lost it left side of the basket. Back the other way. Heritage Hills running. Lubehusen gets inside, draws the contact, and Gunnar Lubehusen, the junior point guard, will go to the line for 2 shots here for the Patriots. Foul on Caden Hain. That'll be now 3 on the senior point guard for the Cougars. That'll be the team's 5th of the quarter. Both teams shooting 2 free throws on every defensive foul for the last minute 42 here in the third. The son of the JV coach, Gunnar Lubehusen, puts up the first free throw, left it short. His dad, Adam, is the JV coach. He was the head coach of the Tecumseh girls basketball team when they won the Class A state championship. I think it was 3 seasons ago now that happened for Tecumseh. Won the Class A state championship. Second free throw for Gunnar Lubehusen. Left it off the front of the rim, and Hain able to grab the rebound. Lubehusen now 1 of 6 on free throws with 11 points. Hune gets it in the front court right side from Hain. Takes it to the right elbow. Pitches it out to Burson on the right arc. Takes it up top, hands it off to Hain. Hain now takes it down the left side, stops mid-range, pops it over to Hune on the right perimeter. Back to Tucker, top of the key. Settled for that one. Not a good shot. It grazed the bottom of the right backboard, and Toller collects the easy rebound there for the Patriots. Back the other way with it. Lubehusen between the rings. Lost his dribble, pops it to Toller, left side of the court. Gets a screen from Wetzel, looks for the roll. Wetzel gets it down low. Layup, a lot of contact. Should have been a foul, but no call. And it's Hune who gets the rebound for the Cougars. Throws the pass ahead. Pryor gets his hand in there, steals it. He'll run it right side, or then gets it knocked away from behind. Trying to go to Lubehusen, but the Cougars are going to be called for the personal here. And this one will be on Dawson Sen. He'll get tagged for his second. 2 shots coming here for Jake Pryor of Heritage Hills with 53.4 seconds to go in the period.
Heritage Hills likes this pace, this quick pace, and North Harrison is not playing very well at this pace at all.
They've done better when they've been able to
slow down.
But they've slowed it down a couple notches. They're just playing a couple notches too fast as Tyson Engelbrecht is in. He replaces Lubahusen in the lineup. Second free throw, Pryor rolls it off the front rim, hits the back and falls in. Pryor goes 1 of 2 on that trip. He's got 12 points now, 49-36. 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Hain has it in the front court. Half-court circle, drives it by Engelbrecht, gets it down to Burson, left block, out top to Sen, over to Hume, 3, misses off the back of the rim right side, rebound tip to Jake Pryor. Gets it up ahead to Engelbrecht, down low, Toller, layup, drew the contact yet again, and Dawson Sen just gets his third personal foul there after running into the Patriot forward there, Micah Toller. That's now Hain, Lewis, Sen, and Tucker, who all have 3 fouls for the Cougars. 28.3 seconds to go in the half. Toller's first free throw, he puts it in the air, missed it off the front of the rim. Unusual to see Heritage Hills as a team miss this many free throws. In this quarter alone, 2 out of 7, 3 out of 9, 3 out of 10 on free throws here in the quarter, 7 of 17 on the night now.
That's not their normal cup of tea, that's for sure.
They were 67% last year, 7 of 18. Toller missed that one back iron. Hain gets the rebound, tries to drive it ahead, and Peyton Gray got a little too handsy there as he was trying to bring it up the floor. That'll be the third now on Gray tonight, and 2 shots coming up for Hain as the Cougars are in the double bonus. Gray and Pryor, the 2 veterans for Heritage Hills, each have 3 fouls. So both teams dealing with a little bit of foul trouble so far. Hain's first free throw, missed it off the back of the rim. Caden went 0 for 2 his last trip. He is now 1 of 4 on the night. 24.9 seconds to go. He needs to see one go through right now. Cut this down to a 12-point lead. He does make that one, so Caden's got 4 now. 49-37 Heritage Hills, 22 seconds, clock rolling here at the end of the third quarter. It's Gray with it, brings it across midcourt to the right, or left that is. Crosses over on Hain, takes it to the half-court circle, down to 10 seconds. Gray crossing him over again. And Coach Wetzel wants a quick timeout. 8.5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's Heritage Hills 49, North Harrison 37. You're listening to North Harrison Cougars basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corden has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corden. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Real country, pure country. 96.9 WKLO, Hardinsburg, Corridon, Paoli.
Final 8.5 seconds here in the third quarter. Here inside the Cougar Den on the campus of North Harrison High School in Ramsey. A pretty good crowd out for the home opener tonight. You're on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online at WKLO969.com, on YouTube, WKLO 96.9, as well as on your Alexa. Inbound to Peyton Gray in the backcourt, gets it back across the timeline to Tate Wetzel, right wing. He'll take it down inside, layup, got it to go, and he drew the contact. Ryland Shank came back in during that break to join Burson and Tucker in the front court. And I think Ryland's the one who's going to get called here with 0.6 of a second in the quarter. They gave the points to the wrong team there. The foul on Ryland will be his first, and that'll be the team's 8th officially of the quarter. The and one, and Wetzel knocks down the free throw. The son of the head coach, Josh Wetzel, Tate Wetzel, first points of the second half. He's got 11 now after converting that three-point play. 52-39 now. Heritage Hills lead back to 13. Cougars have one last shot, and the pass deflected to close out the third quarter. Cougars right back where they started in the end of the first quarter almost. 52-39, Heritage Hills in front on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard at the end of 3 quarters. You're listening to North Harrison Cougars basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat Low-Fill Insulation System makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat Insulation System by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corden. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corden, where community and flavor come together.
Fourth quarter getting started here inside the Cougar Den in Ramsey. Along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. 52-37, the score now. I'm looking at my scorebook here, and I thought, man, I'm off on something here, but it was a 18-7 third quarter for Heritage Hills. And they have taken control of this contest, much like they did in the first half of this game. Talon Lewis has it for the Cougars, takes it from left to right, pulls up for a baseline jumper right side, missed it off the side of the rim. The rebound tapped around, and Jake Pryor is the one who emerges with the possession. He'll drive it all the way right side, left the layup off the bottom of the rim. The rebound, Corey Burson for North Harrison. Pryor has 12 points on the contest for Heritage Hills. Back the other way now come the Cougars. Lewis has it in the right corner, lost his dribble, tried to bounce it to Sen. Don't know where that was going necessarily. Threw it behind Dawson. Pryor brings it up ahead, scoops it left wing to Gray. Gray now dribbles to the left arc and then hands it behind into Lubehusen. Gunnar Lubehusen out there with Tate Wetzel, Jake Pryor, Peyton Gray, and Trey Tyree. There's Lubehusen to Wetzel. Tried to get the lob. He missed the dunk, but the ball stayed on the cylinder and it fell in. So somehow Tate Wetzel got that to go. The biggest lead is now 17 for the Patriots at 54-37. Shank down low to Sen, right side, throws it off the glass, and it rims in. Dawson with his fourth point of the night. Nice high-low there for Shank. Here's Gray driving it left side, scoops it out to Tyree from the left block to the short corner to Lubehusen, who takes it into the paint. From the Cougar head, he knocks down the little mid-range shot. Gunnar Lubehusen has 13, 56-39. Heritage Hills, 6:27 to go fourth quarter. First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Shank driving right side. Tyree rode him all the way down the lane, and Trey Tyree should be the one who picks up the personal foul here. That'll be the second foul tonight on Tyree. That'll be the first of the quarter on the Heritage Hills Patriots. Two shots coming for Ryland Shank, who has scored a basket back in the first quarter. He has not been to the line yet tonight. First free throw, that was nice. Ryland buries that. He was just 5 of 13, had his issues at the line. The Cougars as a team were 61% a year ago, or last season. We're still in 2025. That's when last season ended. 67% for Heritage Hills last season. The second free throw off the front rim for Shank, and Lubehusen garners the rebound for Heritage Hills. Runs it up the floor, gives it out to Peyton Gray, right corner. Takes baseline, and Fessel stepped in to take the charge, and Bryce was successful. The charge called on Peyton Gray. That'll be a turnover as well. That's 4 fouls on Gray. Some of the Heritage Hills fans weren't too crazy about that particular whistle. That's 4 on Gray, second of the quarter on the Patriots with the turnover. 56-40 is the tally. Heritage Hills leading with 6:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Hain runs it up the left side. Dangerous pass to the middle of the floor to Lewis. He had to come get it. Out to Sen, right wing, straight away to Lewis. He looked at the three. Now he'll look at the deep shot. Missed it, front rim. Bounces right to Jake Pryor along the baseline. Back the other way now. Lubehusen, the Gray in the corner, down low to Wetzel. He is triple teamed, and there's some contact there to draw the foul. Should be 2 shots coming up for the junior forward at 6'6", Tate Wetzel. He has 13 points here tonight on the road at North Harrison. Foul is on the Cougars, and that's 4 now on Talon Lewis. He's the first Cougar to reach 4 fouls tonight. Free throw is up, and it rattles in for Tate Wetzel. He's made every free throw tonight, 4 out of 4, and he now has 14 points to his credit tonight, 57-40 now with 5:48 to go fourth quarter. Gray out with those 4 fouls. Micah Toller back onto the court now for the Patriots. Second free throw, that also cashes in. Tate Wetzel pushes the lead to 18 at 58-40. He now has 15 points tonight. 5:40 to go fourth quarter. Lewis, left side, hands it off to Fessel in the front court. Tried to get rid of it to Haynes. Somehow saves it and able to get a timeout before he fell out of bounds with 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They're going to grant the timeout to the Cougars. 5:33 to go in the fourth. 58-40. Heritage Hills in the driver's seat here at the Cougar Den. You're listening to North Harrison Cougars basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
At Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County, they know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Ross Schultz able to get the timeout call there as Fessel was just about to fall out of bounds there along the sideline right in front of the bench. And the Cougars have possession after that quick timeout with 5:33 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hain is the inbounder. Gets it into Lewis in the backcourt, right back to Hain. Now to Sen in the right corner. Dawson drives in, draws contact. A foul was going to be whistled here. A lot of contact going to the paint. Dawson should get credit for being in the act of shooting. Foul was on Trey Tyree of the Patriots. That'll be the third on Tyree tonight. Third of the quarter on Heritage Hills. Dawson sent to the free throw line. He's a 6-foot senior forward. 61%, 28 of 46 at the line last season. That first one glances off the back of the rim. Dawson with 4 points tonight. Another shot momentarily. Garrett Tucker will come out. Logan Hune back in for the Cougars. Dawson's mom, Tara, is an assistant on the girls' staff. They were here earlier today, and Heritage Hills won the girls' game 45-42 in varsity play. Dawson goes 1 out of 2. His mom will like that. 58-41 now after that free throw. 5 points for Sen on the night. Here's Luby Husen giving it to Pryor. Back to Luby Husen up the right side into the front court to the middle of the floor to Toller. Throws it down low to Wetzel. And it was deflected. I think Logan Hune or Talon Lewis, I think it was Lewis who got a piece of that one. And Wetzel tried to knock it away from him, and he knocked it out of bounds. Here's the inbound. Hune takes it up the right side of the floor, down to the wing to Fessel, down low to Lewis. Talon turns into a double team, and Trey Tyree was very fortunate because Lewis turned right into him, and all he had to do is just grab the basketball and hold on for 2 seconds. Yeah. He forced the jump ball turnover to the Patriots there. He was like, wait, what? The ball's right here now all of a sudden. He was kind of shocked by it, the way he looked there. Here's a pass there. The Patriots trying to get it down low. Ball was deflected, they say, off of Heritage Hills. And say a turnover here from Heritage Hills. I think Luby Husen was trying to throw it down low, but ends up going out of bounds. A couple of Patriot fans being vocal about that call that time. The inbound will come to Caden Hain in the backcourt. Cougars down 17. Hain drives it down, kicks it out to Hune, right corner, lines up the 3. Yes, for Logan Hune. He's got 8 now. 58-44, lead trimmed down to 14. Here's Pryor getting into the front court. Baseline to Wetzel, turns to Pryor, puts up the shot. Beautifully done, Jake Pryor, his 14th point of the night. 60-44. Cougars missing on the back end of the press. Hain driving it down into the paint right side. Somehow got it down to Sen, and he lays it up off the glass good.
That was a nice pass.
Well, as much as Mom would like the made free throw, I think she'd like that basket even better. Free throw or foul there on the Cougars, and, well, that's bad news because now Dawson just picked up his 4th foul. committed the foul there in the backcourt. And the Cougars last quarter went 0 for 7 from behind the arc. They'd missed 8 in a row before Hune made that last three-pointer. Lubehusen has it in the front court. He gave it up to Pryor, got it right back from the left sideline. Lubehusen takes it right side half-court circle over to Toller, right wing extended. Toller dribbles toward the top of the key, stops, doesn't have his dribble, now goes left side to Pryor. Pryor trying to do a little shimmy step there, goes to Wetzel, mid-post on the left side. Wetzel turns, kicks it out to the corner to Pryor, still on the left. 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth. Patriots up by 14. Wetzel muscling his way inside, draws the contact, and he'll be fouled going to the line for 2 shots. Tate Wetzel, 6'6". He's pretty stout, too.
Yeah, he's a strong kid.
Foul was on Logan Hune of North Harrison. That's 2 on Logan, 3 in the quarter on this Cougar squad here. 2 shots for Tate. He's made all of his free throws tonight. He is 6 out of 6. Last year, I mentioned before, he was only 51%. It looks like he's been doing some work on that free throw shooting in the offseason.
So he's been polishing that a lot when he's shooting tonight.
Second free throw off the back of the rim. Well, they finally missed one there. There's the radio kiss, as Don Fisher likes to call it. 6 out of 7, though, for Wetzel, though. Here's a cross-court pass from Lewis to Hune. Missed the 3 from the right corner. Weak side rebound to Tyree. Up to Lubehusen. Front court to Pryor. Drives in, had the ball taken away, but it deflected back to Wetzel on the left block, and then he got fouled on the floor before he could go up for the shot attempt. I thought Dawson had that for a moment, and then the ball just kind of rolled off, and unfortunately for Sen, he just fouled out. So that is the end of the night for Dawson Sen. He had a good fourth quarter with 5 points, finishes with 7 on the night, but he has been disqualified on fouls now. The inbound to Wetzel, tips up the shot, and there's a little bit of contact. But, they're going to call the foul anyway. It's going to be on Bryce Fessel here for North Harrison. That's now 3 tonight on Bryce. That's the 5th of the quarter, so with 3:12 to go here in the fourth, Patriots will be in the double bonus from here on out. Tate Wetzel at the line, just missed his last one, but that one whirls around and falls in. He'll have another shot coming up here momentarily.
Got a good touch for a big guy.
He has
real smooth.
17 points here tonight for the Patriots. 18 if he makes this. He missed it off the back iron again, and the rebound to Lewis on the right side. Competed against Trent Sisley back when he was a young guy. Probably helped him a little bit there in addition to the senior class last year. Nice spin move by Bryce, but he lost the ball on the way up, left side layup, and then trying to grab the rebound. Toller falls down, loses his balance, and the basketball out of bounds. It'll stay on the North Harrison side. 62-46. Heritage Hills, 2:58 left in the fourth quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Hain to Hune, right wing 3, off the back rim. Fessel able to retrieve the rebound, tried to throw it off Wetzel, hit him right in the gut, but Wetzel picks it up, then he gets it stolen away. Talon Lewis driving left side, layup, can't get it to go. Fessel tips it up, that won't go either. Rebound comes down to Wetzel, throws it up the floor to Pryor, left wing 3, cash that one in for Jake Pryor. He's got 17 points. 65-46 now the tally in favor of Heritage Hills, their biggest lead, and foul is whistled on the offensive end for North Harrison. Talon Lewis is going to be called for this personal, and that's going to be the end of the night for Lewis as he just fouled out. Talon is going to finish his night with 8 points, scored all of his points in the first half. And a timeout is called from the Heritage Hills bench with 2:29 left in the fourth quarter. 65-46, the Patriots on their way right now here on the road. You're listening to North Harrison Cougars basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corden. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corden, where community and flavor come together.
65-46. Heritage Hills in front of North Harrison. 2:29 to go here in the fourth and final frame here from the Cougar Den and Ramsey. Inbound to the Patriots out of their short timeout. Lubehusen bounces it to Jake Pryor after crossing the timeline right side. Pryor pulls up, 17-foot jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound, Karams all over the place. Lubehusen and Tucker going after it, and then Fessel gets into the scrum. And a jump ball, I think, is going to be called here, or is there going to be a foul? It was starting to turn into a rugby scrum out there, and, well,
it got rough quick.
It's going to be a foul on Caden Hain at the end of it all. It's going to be the fourth on Caden. I didn't really see him much in there. I know Bryce dove in like he was trying to recover a fumble out there. 2 shots coming up for Gunnar Lubehusen.
That irritated Lubehusen. He was ready to come back on him.
Yeah, well, with all due respect, don't try it.
No.
It's not against Bryce. That's not.
He's an iron. He's made out of iron.
Lubehusen.
Salt on the football field.
Let's face it, Lubehusen slight of frame, and that's okay. That's just the way he's built. But Bryce, 5'11", but it's all muscle. Tucker with it left wing. That was he's taken a couple of ill-advised shots tonight, and a rebound foul called as Lubehusen was the one who grabbed it. Tucker missed that one from the left wing off the glass. First foul of the night on Corey Burson. Back the other way for 2 free throws are the Patriots, and it will be Jake Pryor who will step up. He's 1 of 2 tonight. Got that in the third quarter. Pryor has tallied 17. Came in from last season averaging 10.6 points per game. First free throw up, and it goes right through. Patriots have been living at the free throw line here in the second half. 2:07 to go, 68-46. And now 69-46. Pryor drills that one. He now has 19 on the contest. This one has gotten away from the Cougars here in the second half. So far, 17-9 in the quarter in favor of North Harrison. Hain circles it around left to right, has it inside the arc on the wing. Somehow got it to Fessel there in the short corner. Bryce dribbles down to the right block, forces up a tough shot, rolls off the back rim. Rebound tipped from Gray. And it is Pryor, or actually Lubehusen, who has it, throws it ahead to Wetzel, who tips it up and in from the left side of the basket. Bryce had a good move. He just couldn't finish it, and now he fires a 3 left wing. That's back rim too much. Rebound to Toller. Foul going to be whistled to reach in now on Fessel. Bryce just picked up his 4th of the night. And Micah Toller will walk the other way for 2 shots. He is 0 for 4 at the stripe tonight. Heritage Hills is going to put a whole new 5 in there with 1:26 to go. They're in full command right now, 71-46 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. They have just gradually pulled away here in the second half. And unfortunately for North Harrison, they played into that a little bit tonight.
Yeah, they did. It's one of those things where if they could have maintained what they were doing the second quarter throughout the rest of the game, they'd be right there. But some of the shots they've taken have been just 3-point shots from wherever they can get a shot. They're not really working the ball like they need to, and Heritage Hills is out rebounding them and going to the line and sinking them.
Well, they weren't sinking them in the third quarter. They were just 4 out of 12, 8 of 19 at the end of the third. They've been making them here in the fourth. Toller's free throw. Oh, don't they have one more shot? I thought so. It's 2 shots. We don't do 1-and-1 in high school anymore. That's now a thing of the past, at least for now. Who knows? Maybe in like 3 years it'll come back again. I don't know. 4, 6, 8, 10. This will be the 12th free throw attempt of the quarter for Heritage Hills. And again, Toller can't make it, but Aiden Fisher, who checked in, got the rebound right baseline, and he got smothered after he grabbed that one. So Fisher will step to the line. The Patriots were 4 of 12 in the third. They are 8 out of 12 here in the fourth quarter. Still very poor percentage for them, though. 16 out of 31 at the line tonight.
Oh.
But they've still been able to build a 25-point lead. Fisher gets his first point of the night. He buries that free throw. Foul was called on Tayden Rader of North Harrison. He's in for the first time. Tayden is a 6'1 junior, averaged 2.5 points in 19 games last year. Fisher second. Yep, that's good too. Connects on both. Aiden Fisher's got 2, 73-46. The lead has expanded all the way out to 27. Christian Luther to Preston Wellman, senior guards. Nice dish there from Shank, but Wellman misses the free throw badly from the right side. Hit the backboard and nothing else. Rebound to Tyree underneath. Preston, 5'11" and a senior. Luther, 5'10" and a senior. Both guys saw very limited varsity action a year ago. Here's a three from their left wing. It misses off the side rim for Carter Payne, who joined from the football team this year. Rebound to the Cougars. They work it around three. That's Jake Ruoff cashing in from the left corner. Luther was the last one to touch it before he caught the pass. So Jake gets on the board. Ruoff, a 6'1" senior who had 3 points in varsity action last season. And a foul after the Patriots crossed the timeline with it. Tyson Engelbrecht is going to step to the line now for this Heritage Hills team. First foul of the night on Christian Luther. Free throw is up and good. And one more shot coming here for Engelbrecht. Second one on the way, buries that. Tyson Engelbrecht's got his first two of the night. Lead is now up to 75-49, 35 seconds and counting. Here's a three. Christian Luther left that off the side of the rim right wing. Rebound was Engelbrecht's, but is taken away. Rader from behind, inside to Luther. Gives it out to the wing to Shank. Ryland drives in, gets the shot up, and he'll go to the line for the three-point play. Ryland getting the foul there from Heritage Hills. Luther missing the three before that. The foul on the Patriots will be their fourth of the quarter. They don't have a two out there. Free throw for Shank. Rolled off the front back rim, fell out. Rebound underneath goes to Carter Kress, 6'4" junior forward. Gets it out ahead now. Patriots have it. Engelbrecht with it on the right wing. Down to the corner it goes to Fisher. Straight away now it goes to Tyree. He'll give it back out to Engelbrecht, and he'll run it out, basically. The foul was on Aiden Fisher, his second, team's fourth of the quarter on Heritage Hills. Patriots will run out the clock, and they'll run out of the Cougar Den with a victory tonight to start off their 2025-2026 campaign. The Patriots roll in the second half, and they defeat the North Harrison Cougars 75-51 tonight on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Heritage Hills starting the season with a 1-0 record. And starting 1-0 on the road as well for the Cougars. They dropped to 1-1 overall and are 0-1 after falling in their home opener tonight here on their home court against the always tough Heritage Hills Patriots. We'll head into our Davis Crushstone postgame show, our last one of the week. On the other side of this next break, we'll have final stats and analysis. We'll recap the scoring and the other statistics tonight as well, and if we have some other scores, we'll pass those along to you as well. The final score again has the North Harrison Cougars falling to the Heritage Hills Patriots tonight on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Heritage Hills 75, North Harrison 51. You're listening to coverage of North Harrison Cougars basketball here on 96.9 WKLO.
At Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County, they know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corden. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corden, where community and flavor come together.
At Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County, they know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Well, it was a little bit of a slow start for North Harrison tonight in their home opener against the Heritage Hills Patriots, but the Cougars, despite being down 14 in the second quarter, were able to reel this back in and trim that deficit down to 3 But 31-28 late in the second quarter. Heritage Hills went into halftime leading 34-30 tonight. But the Patriots regained control, got the game going at a frenetic pace in the third quarter, and that played right to their advantage. North Harrison not able to get shots to go down, basically went one and done most of the time in the second half, with a few exceptions on the offensive glass. All in all, though, the Patriots were able to pull away. They led by as many as 27 points tonight. Actually, may have been up 28 at one point here on the evening. Nevertheless, a very difficult second half for North Harrison, where they get outscored 41-21. Heritage Hills, the winner tonight, 75-51, in a game that was much closer than this at halftime, but the second half belonged to the Patriots. They took control of this contest, and Heritage Hills showing what they are capable of doing. Got a lot of length, athleticism, some experience, some good, talented young players who are really getting their first true varsity experience tonight. And the Patriots getting confidence behind their senior leaders and Jake Pryor and Peyton Gray. Tate Wetzel had a really good game tonight as well. And Gunnar Lubehusen, the sophomore, stepping up and making a lot of big plays as well for this Heritage Hills boys basketball team. Again, they're the winner tonight here in Ramsey, running away with it in the second half. 75-51 the final in the varsity game. The JV game also was an advantage to the Patriots as well. They went on to roll to a 66-51 win over the North Harrison JV, as the Cougar junior varsity team under Steve Ruoff now falls to 1-1 after taking their loss and taking the loss tonight in their home opener as well. We welcome you to our Davis Crushstone postgame show here on 96.9 WKLO. The North Harrison Cougars come up on the short end tonight to Heritage Hills, 75-51, the final score. And so we will see how all of that comes together for the Cougars after this one. They looked really good on the road there on Tuesday night when they went down to South Central to face the Rebels. And it looked good in the second quarter tonight. It really was the best quarter that the Cougars had in this contest, but Heritage Hills just simply ran away with it in the second half. And the Patriots, with their experience and with their athleticism, a long team as well. They're going to be a team that people will have to reckon with in the Pocket Athletic Conference as the season goes along, but it's a great way for the 1997 graduate of Heritage Hills High School, Josh Wetzel, to get his coaching career started at the varsity level as the head coach of this program after spending the last 22 years as an assistant on the staff. He and his team come away with the road victory tonight here in Ramsey. Let's go through the scoring and shooting numbers first for the Heritage Hills Patriots here tonight. Ended up having a really good second half, as mentioned, and it had four that scored in double digits tonight here on the road as well. For the Patriots, co-leaders tonight, Jake Pryor and Tate Wetzel, both collected 19 points in the winning effort tonight for this Heritage Hills team. And they end up, so Wetzel had 8 in the first half. He only scored 3 in the third quarter, scored on a 3-point play that he converted, but then Wetzel got a couple of baskets there in the fourth quarter and went 4 of 6 at the free throw line. So Wetzel ends up finishing with 19 points tonight. Tate Wetzel for Heritage Hills. Jake Pryor had only 5 points in the first half, all that in the first quarter. He scored 7 in the third quarter on a trio of 2s and 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Pryor made a 2 and a 3 in the fourth quarter and then knocked down a couple of free throws for good measure there at the end, as Pryor ends up with 19 to co-lead the Patriots in the scoring department tonight. Meantime, Gunnar Lubehusen had a really nice game tonight. 8 points in the first half, 3 in the third quarter. He struggled mightily at the line, only went 1 of 6 in that third quarter with another basket for 2. Then he got another 2 in the fourth with 2 more free throws. Lubehusen with 15 tonight for the Patriots. Peyton Gray didn't have to score all that much tonight. Had some foul trouble at times in this game. Had 9 points in the first half. Converted a 3-point play in the third quarter. Gray ends up scoring 12 tonight here on the road for the Patriots. Trey Tyree had all 4 of his points in the first half. Knocked down a tray in the first quarter. 1 out of 2 at the free throw line in the second quarter. 4 points for Tyree. Micah Toller with a basket for 2 in the third quarter. He finished with 2 points. Dyson Engelbrecht and Aiden Fisher both had 2 points tonight. Engelbrecht and Fisher both buried a couple of free throws there at the very end of the contest for the Heritage Hills team here on the road tonight. Everybody got some minutes out there. The only 2 guys who played but didn't score were Carter Kress and Carter Payne. Both guys came in late into the contest when the Patriots had this well in hand. Those guys were not able to score tonight for Heritage Hills. The Patriots were 13 of 28 shooting in the first half. They were 7 out of 14 in the third quarter, 5 out of 7 in the fourth quarter. The Patriots end up shooting really well tonight, 25 out of 49 for 51%. Three-point shooting was better in the first half. They were 4 out of 10 in the first 2 quarters, dropped to 0 for 3 in the third quarter, and only made 1 out of 2 from long range in the fourth quarter. So the Patriots end up shooting just 5 out of 15 from the floor tonight. Good for 33%. The Patriots end up, they were 34% three-point shooting team a year ago, so just a little bit below their average there when it came to the three-point shooting tonight here on the road. They got to the line a ton, and yet Heritage Hills just simply didn't do very well overall on free throws. They were 4 of 7 in the first half of play. They were just 4 out of 12 from the line in the third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter rallied to go 12 out of 16, 20 out of 35 at the line tonight for the Patriots, 57%. They certainly want to see that number go up as the season goes along after struggling mightily tonight, most of the night at the free throw line. Head coach Ross Schultz joins us now in our Davis Crushstone postgame show as the Cougars come up short in the scoreboard tonight on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, 75-51, the final here at home. Well, Ross, it was a little bit of a up and down start tonight here on the home court, but you guys were down 14 at one point, rallied to get it down to 3 there in the second, and went into halftime down 4, so things were looking good, and then Heritage Hills came out and got on a run to start the third quarter there.
Yeah, they did. We got away from what we were doing well, too, a little bit there offensively. Just got too quick. We want to push the pace, but want to take better shots than we did. But, of course, a couple of them didn't fall, and they were knocking them down, and it ran away from us there in the third quarter. But, yeah, I was happy with the first half comeback. We're down 14 or so, and then we pretty much evened it back up. That's who we are there. That was a good second quarter. That's one we're going to build off of.
Well, and what they were doing in the first quarter, they were getting inside. They were able to play inside out. And while the Patriots were able to get some shots to go in inside, they were able to get some shots from the perimeter. And you guys were kind of in scramble mode there in the first quarter, and that opened some things up for them there.
Yeah, when we had our bigger lineup, we tried the 3-2 zone, and it worked okay. But, man, they moved the ball well, and they've got the length to throw over it. So they got some good outside looks and they buried them, made it tough for us. But, yeah, they're a great team, got some length, well-coached, and they're tough to deal with.
Yeah, and obviously you've got guys like Gray and Pryor who didn't really light it up in the scoring all throughout the night, but they were able to find their teammates a lot. And those guys have seen a lot of basketball, played a lot since they were freshmen, so you knew those two guys were going to be at the top. But then you got somebody like Gunnar Lubehusen, who's also played a lot of basketball over his first 2 seasons, rather, in his third year. And so when you have that kind of experience, it pays off considering the talent those guys have been surrounded by their whole careers too.
Yeah, there's not much they haven't seen, and we gave them some trouble with our defense, which I love to see. Mainly just heart and hustle and getting after the ball like we do. But yeah, they've got a lot of talent, and they run a good offense. It's tough to guard.
Well, in that second quarter, you guys were able to attack the basket better. You guys were much more patient and deliberate on offense, and actually were able to work their defense a little bit to get those cuts from the backside or even from the top as well. And then you start getting to the free throw line, making those, converting 3-point plays. And it was just good to see the guys be able to settle down and be able to overcome what was kind of a slow start there.
Yeah, we kind of took a good punch from them and then just fought back. And you're right, we made them play defense a little more and ran our offense. Got to the foul line. I think we made about all of them in the first half. That was positive.
Yeah, all 5 in the first half there, yep.
That was just a great way to end the half. And too bad we couldn't keep it going there in the third.
Yeah, unfortunately, the offense just went away, and you mentioned playing quick, but you guys were playing like your hair was on fire there. They were playing the same way, but Heritage Hills was like, hey, if they want to play this fast, that's fine with us, because that plays into their athleticism, and that's when they were able to make that run. And it seemed like it took you guys about half the quarter before Corey made that shot, and you were on the board, but by that point, they had already built a 14-point lead, I think, at that time.
Yeah, just got away from us there. You're right. We're just too quick on our shots. Of course, we'll play with pace. We always will. But, yeah, we need to work the ball like we did in that second quarter a little more and get some better looks. But, if you get a couple of those to fall there in the first couple minutes, who knows, it might be a different third quarter.
Yeah, no question. And, of course, obviously they're a team that has a lot of guys who played football much like your guys did this year as well, and they just came off a semi-state run not too long ago. But they're a team that it's hard to drive against them. You guys were able to have some success with that tonight, but there were times where it seemed like guys kind of forced some shots up that were maybe a little quick even in the half court, and then they're able to get rebounds, and they held you guys to a lot of one-and-dones tonight as well.
Yeah, with their length, they're tough as far as on the rebounds go. I think we ended up minus 11 or so. Going into it, that's probably about what we expected. But, you're right, they're just so tough they get all the offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. But, yeah, we just need to move the ball better. We do our paint drill where we get the paint, kick outside. A few times we just took it up today, and it was just too tough.
Well, and then you did have some good passes between the posts. You had a little high-low going there from Ryland there at one point. I think he got it to Talon inside, or actually it might have been Dawson there at one point. But Dawson was able to get inside, get some good shots to go down as well. And then you also had Caden driving to the basket, looking for chances there. So it was good to see guys not be timid about going inside, but still it just seemed like at times that maybe an extra pass or two might have paid off there.
Oh, that's exactly right. But no, they're not scared of anything. They'll drive in there. Caden's got his hair on fire. He's ready to roll with us. We love the way he leads the team in that regard. But, yes, just every now and then 2 feet kick, and I think we'll work on that and get it going.
Well, and another thing tonight, too, didn't seem like turnovers were too bad for you guys. Took pretty good care of the basketball. They pressed you. You guys did a pretty good job handling their press most of the night. So certainly encouraging to see that, considering how many teams you faced during the season that will throw pressure at you.
Yeah, that was one of them we looked at. I think we had less turnovers today than we did last week. And, yeah, maybe even less than Heritage Hills. So we did well with that. We just want to keep getting better and move forward.
Well, 1-1 after this one tonight, and so next week, just a single game coming up on Friday. But, Ross, it's a big one. It's your first conference game. It's county and conference rival. We saw some of the Corydon coaches here tonight. Of course, they're 2-0 coming in, but should be fun with the Panthers coming to town next week for the annual county matchup.
Oh, yeah, it'll be a raucous atmosphere. We'll be ready for it for sure.
Yeah, well, obviously, they're coming off a really good week. They got a win at Seymour on Tuesday, beat Lanesville last night. Jack Fessel, Grant Lindeman, you know those guys and what they're able to do. And so far, the Panthers have also been a very stingy defensive team through their first 2 games as well.
Yeah, it seemed like the second half of the season last year, they started playing some really good defense, and they've continued that over this year. And, yeah, they've got some dudes. We got to be ready for them. We've seen enough of those guys over the past, so we know what they can do. So they're well-coached ball club.
Well, of course, you're aware, too, being in the same sectional, it could be the first of 2 meetings as well. But you also know that being at home, you have the advantage of having the atmosphere here in this building as well.
No doubt. We had a good crowd tonight, and I expect it to be even bigger next week.
Yeah, I would say so as well. So we'll look forward to seeing you guys next Friday with the Panthers coming to town. Should be a fun matchup. Look forward to seeing how you guys recover from this loss tonight. But, Ross, congratulations on a good first week with the win on Tuesday night, and look forward to seeing you guys next Friday when Corydon comes in here.
Sounds good. We'll be here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ross. Appreciate it. Ross Schultz joining us here, North Harrison head coach at our Davis Crushstone post-game show, as North Harrison unfortunately falls short tonight, 75-51 to Heritage Hills. Outscored in the second half, 41-21, as the Cougars dropped to 1-1. Heritage Hills 1-0 to start the season after the win tonight. Let's go through North Harrison scoring and shooting tonight. Very balanced effort from the Cougars, but nobody reached double figures tonight for North Harrison. Logan Hune and Talon Lewis share the lead in the scoring tonight with 8 points apiece. Hune had 3 in the second quarter, made it 2 in the third, then a 3-point shot in the fourth quarter to get him to 8. Lewis had 8, all in the first half. Talon all ended up fouling out of this game along with Dawson Sen here tonight. Dawson and Corey Burson both finished with 7 in this game. Sen had 2 in the second quarter, 5 in the fourth quarter, 1 out of 2 at the free throw line with a couple of 2s in there as well. Burson had 7 tonight, made a 3 there in the first quarter, scored 4 in the third on a 2, and a couple of free throws there in the third. So Corey Burson was 7 tonight. Bryce Fessel finished with 6, all of that in the first half. Ryland Shank had a 2 in the first quarter, 1 of 2 at the line in the fourth, and another basket for 2 in the fourth as Shank finished with 5 points tonight. Caden Hain had 4 in this one. Just never really could get his shot down. He got a 3-point play in the second quarter, then went 1 out of 4 in the third quarter for that total of 4 points. Garrett Tucker with the 3 there in the first quarter earlier tonight, and Jake Ruoff came in there in the fourth quarter. He buried a 3 to get his name in the book tonight in the scoring column for North Harrison. Taden Rader, Preston Wellman, and Christian Luther all got in there late in the contest. None of those guys, however, were able to score. The Cougars struggled to shoot the ball in the second half. They were 10 of 21 in the first half, but they dropped to a precipitous 2 of 11 in that third quarter, and then went 5 of 15 in the fourth quarter from the floor, so just 7 out of 26 in the second half. And the Cougars end up shooting, well, I have to revise that a little bit. 17 out of 47 was what they shot tonight from the floor, and that was 36% tonight here at home. 3-point shooting went sideways big time in the second half. They were 3 of 8 in the first half. The Cougars were 0 of 7 in the third quarter and only 2 of 7 in the fourth quarter. North Harrison shot just 2 out of 14 in the second half. They go 5 of 22 from long range tonight for 23%. And free throw shooting, good in the first half, but it kind of fell sideways a little bit in the second half as well. The Cougars were 5 out of 10 at the stripe in the second half, at 10 out of 15, a respectable 67% from the free throw line. It was 24-13 Heritage Hills at the first quarter turn. Second quarter went to the Cougars 17-10. They rallied to cut the lead to 34-30 by halftime. But the third quarter, the Patriots wrested control away really the rest of the night from the Cougars, 18-7, making the score 52-37 heading into the fourth and final frame, where the Patriots just put the hammer down on the Cougars, 23-14, making the final score tonight a 75-51 result in favor of Heritage Hills. No ties and no lead changes. We'll take a break here and come back, look at the rebounding as well as the turnovers and the assists in tonight's contest, with Heritage Hills winning on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard 75-51. You're listening to North Harrison Cougars basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corden. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone, and gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corden, where community and flavor come together.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Taking a look at the rebounds, turnovers, and assists tonight. The rebounding goes to the Patriots by our count, 37-22. Heritage Hills wins the rebounding tonight here in the Cougar Den. Trey Tyree and Tate Wetzel both very close to double digits in the rebounding tonight. Tyree and Wetzel each had 9 boards. Tyree finished with 4 offensive rebounds tonight. Wetzel had 3 for the Patriots. Incidentally, Heritage Hills had 9 offensive rebounds among their 37 tonight. Also getting rebounds tonight, Gunnar Lubahusen and Micah Toller. They both had 4 rebounds. Jake Pryor actually came down with 7 rebounds tonight. Then Lubahusen and Toller each had 4. Micah Toller had 1 offensive rebound to go with his total of 4 tonight. Peyton Gray, 2 rebounds here tonight, both on the defensive glass. Aiden Fisher grabbed an offensive rebound. Carter Kress also with a late rebound for the Patriots. 37 total, 9 on the offensive glass. For North Harrison, 22 rebounds tonight, and they ended up getting 3 of those on the offensive side of the floor. For the Cougars, leading the way, Caden Hain had 4 rebounds. Same for Talon Lewis. Lewis had 1 offensive board tonight. Logan Hune, Bryce Fessel, they both had 3 rebounds tonight. Hune actually had an offensive rebound to his credit. Dawson Sen and Ryland Shank both collected 2 rebounds. Shank had 1 of those on the offensive glass as well. Corey Burson, Garrett Tucker, Taden Rader, and Christian Luther all come away with 1 rebound tonight, 22 total, 3 on the offensive boards for the Cougars. Turnovers really weren't too bad for the Cougars considering the pressure they faced tonight. They had 8 turnovers in the first half, coughed it up 5 times in the second half. The Cougars finished with 13 total turnovers tonight. Not bad considering what they dealt with, not just with the pressure, but with the length and the athleticism of the Patriots. Heritage Hills had 6 turnovers in the first half. They got a little sloppy in the second half with 9 turnovers, so they finished with 15 giveaways tonight. The Cougars go +2 in turnover margin. As far as assists go, the Patriots dished out 10 assists on 25 made baskets tonight. Gunnar Lubyhusen led the way with 4 assists tonight. Tate Wetzel was able to dish out 3 helpers himself. Jake Pryor, 2 assists, and Peyton Gray with 1. The Cougars did a pretty good job sharing the basketball, 11 assists on 17 made shots. Caden Hain was the leader tonight. No surprise there with 5 assists for North Harrison. Talon Lewis had 2. Logan Hune, Bryce Fessel, Dawson Sen, and Rylan Shank all collect 1 assist apiece, 11 assists, 17 made baskets for North Harrison, but they come up short tonight, 75-51, after the Patriots outscored the Cougars 41-21 in the second half tonight. The home opener does not go the way the Cougars hoped it would, and they are now 1-1 on the season. Heritage Hills is also now 1-0 on the season, I should say. And the Patriots will get back to it again next week. Check the schedule here real quick for the Patriots. We know what the Cougars have coming up. Big rivalry coming up next Friday, and it is a big rivalry game coming up here inside the Cougar Den. For Heritage Hills, they'll be back in action again next weekend. They've got a Friday-Saturday doubleheader coming up. The Patriots will be headed to the Bear Den in Evansville. They'll take on the Evansville Central Bears. That'll be an 8 o'clock varsity tip-off on Friday of next week. And after the Patriots get done in Evansville, they'll head over to Ferdinand, a quick trip up the road to Forest Park. They'll take on the Linton Stockton Miners next Saturday afternoon. It'll be a single-day shootout at Forest Park, and the Patriots will play Linton Stockton. That'll be at 5:45 Eastern time next Saturday. And then the Patriots will open the home schedule for the season on Friday, December 12th. They will host the North Posey Vikings, their first conference game of the season as well in the Pocket Athletic Conference, before the Patriots go to Floyd Central to take on Mike McBride's Highlanders on Saturday, December the 13th. As for the North Harrison boys, they're back here at home. We'll be with them again Friday night when they host Corydon Central here on 96.9 WKLO. The JV game at 6 o'clock next Friday here at the Cougar Den, with the Panthers and the Cougars renewing their rivalry. And the varsity game will start around 7:30 with pregame around 7:15 next Friday here from the Cougar Den. Next time we will see North Harrison here on 96.9 WKLO. Corydon Central at North Harrison next Friday night. We'll take one more break, come back and look at our girls' schedule for Tuesday and Thursday. We'll have the North Harrison Lady Cats coming up Tuesday night. We'll preview that right on the other side of the break as we begin to wrap things up tonight with our Davis Crushstone postgame show. You're listening to North Harrison Cougars basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Real country, pure country. 96.9 WKLO, Hardinsburg, Corydon, Paoli.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Are you looking for top quality Chris Stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Chris Stone in DePaul. At Davis Chris Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Chris Stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
The Heritage Hills Patriots are now 15-5 against Mid-Southern Conference teams dating back to the 2015-16 season, including a 7-5 record away from home. They've now won 7 of their last 8 against MSC teams and lead the series over North Harrison now 14-6, dating back to the 2006-2007 season. Heritage Hills has now won 4 straight over the Cougars and 9 of the last 10. The Patriots improved, that is, to 5-3 all-time here at the Cougar Den. They go on to win tonight 75-51 over North Harrison. So with that, we turn our attention to next week, a busy week, especially with the fact that we have 2 girls games coming up here on 96.9 WKLO. We'll be right back here in Ramsey at the Cougar Den on Tuesday night for North Harrison Lady Cats basketball. Head coach Dakota Brooks' team will be hosting the Jasper Lady Wildcats. They'll visit the Lady Cats in the 20th meeting between the two teams since 2004. Fourth-year head coach Brittany Mainers has an experienced group. They're off to a 4-2 start. Lost a 2-point game to Evansville Central earlier today, 58-56. So Jasper will come in. They've got a lot of seniors on this year's team. Senior guards Ella Clark, Clara Noblet, and Ayla Elkins lead the way, along with the Kleiser sisters in the front court, Brooke and Emily Kleiser. The Lady Wildcats have been averaging around 53 points per game on the season to this point through the early season, and have been giving up about 38 points per contest. So definitely a tough matchup, a good athletic Jasper team, actually averaging 53 and giving up 41.5. They lost 58-56 at home to Evansville Central today, ending their 3-game homestand with the loss today. Jasper was 16-9 last season after going 17-8 the season before. North Harrison looking to get on track after a 1-6 start, lost by 3 this afternoon to Heritage Hills, 45-42. Here at the Cougar Den in Ramsey, Grace Goldman continues to lead the Lady Cats as they continue to get more accustomed to the style of play under head coach Dakota Brooks. Lady Cats have shown growth, but it has been gradual against a tough early season schedule. So join us for our Davis Crushstone pregame coverage on Tuesday night. We'll get things started around 7:15. The JV game will begin at 6 with the varsity around 7:30 from the Cougar Den on the campus here of North Harrison High School in Ramsey. Catch North Harrison and Corydon Central boys and girls basketball throughout the season here on 96.9 WKLO. You can listen to us on 96.9 FM or streaming online at WKLO969.com, as well as on our YouTube channel, WKLO 96.9, or on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball coming up Thursday night. We'll have the Lady Panthers road trip to Scottsburg as they face the Warriorettes in a Mid-Southern Conference showdown. The JV will be a 2-quarter game at 6 o'clock with the varsity to tip off around 7 o'clock. We'll begin our pregame coverage a little earlier, around 6:40, right here on 96.9 WKLO. That'll be Thursday night with the Corydon Central girls visiting Scottsburg. As we close up shop for the night and for the weekend, we would like to thank all of our great sponsors: Harrison County Hospital, Denny's Carpet, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, and Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany, Bender Lumber, First Harrison Bank, Morgan's Auto Salvage in Paoli, and Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. Most of all, thanks to you for listening to our North Harrison boys basketball broadcast tonight. The Heritage Hills Patriots win the JV game tonight 66-51. Varsity game to the Patriots as well, 75-51 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. We thank you for listening to our broadcast and for listening to our post-game coverage presented by Davis Crushed Stone, located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your crushed stone, lime, and aggregate needs, call Davis Crushed Stone at 812-347-2707. And as we wrap things up for the night, a couple of quick scores we'll pass along here before we sign off. Boys basketball, Bar Reeve handles Medora 68-22. Crawford County beats South Central 85-70. Meantime, it was North Davies beating Rushville 59-41 tonight. And New Washington falls to Shaw Memorial 47-41. Springs Valley beating River City Homeschool at the Hawks Nest tonight in the debut for Joe Newcomb 85-43. The Blackhawks soar to victory tonight. Borden also a winner over Shoals 56-39 tonight. Girls basketball earlier today, Crawford County over South Central 60-45. It was Heritage Hills getting by North Harrison 45-42. Indianapolis Cathedral beat Jeffersonville 56-53. And it was Trinity Lutheran beating Southwestern of Shelbyville 72-15, while West Washington went on the road and got by Perry Central 45-43 this afternoon. So as we wrap things up for the night, I'd like to, from our statistician and analyst Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton saying have a great night from the Cougar Den on the campus of North Harrison High School here in the town of Ramsey. Keep your heads held high, love each other, be a light in your community, and may God bless America. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again Tuesday night here from the Cougar Den. Jasper at North Harrison. Girls basketball, JV at 6, varsity around 7:30, Davis Crushstone pregame around 7:15. For the last time tonight, you have been listening to coverage of North Harrison Cougars basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
This broadcast on Real Country 96.9 WKLO has been made possible by our incredible community sponsors: Davis Crushstone, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Denny's Carpet, First Harrison Bank, Ivy Tech of Sellersburg, Morgan's Auto Salvage, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, Prosser Career Education Center, Rita's Tacos. Thanks for supporting local athletes, local schools, and local radio. This has been